Right, are we good? Are we live? I think we are. Hello all and welcome back to the Women's Football Chat Live. Today it is FA Cup final day. Wembley Stadium is packed out for Manchester United versus Tottenham. For Man United, it's a return to the place where they lost the FA Cup final a year ago. For Tottenham, it's a chance for a first taste of silverware under new manager Robert Vilahamn. It'll be a fantastic first season under his stewardship if they are to win today. Either way, there's lots of storylines, lots going on in this game. It's an exciting one. Harry, you excited?
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be an absolutely brilliant game. A huge occasion and a huge moment, I think. You know, in the history of these two clubs, United were here last year, lost out. Tottenham, this is a huge step in the right direction for them. Never really been classed as a top team, as a top-tier women's side. But today, that could all change if they get their hands on silverware. It's a competitive final. They've both knocked out some big sides to get here. They both deserve to be here. And it's going to come down to whatever happens in the next 90 minutes.
Yeah, indeed. And we've spoken at length this season about how positive the signs are for Tottenham and how there seems to be a renewed belief in Tottenham this season. I think a lot of that comes down to Vilahamn. A lot of that comes down to the recruitment. And to cap that off with a win, they've already beaten Arsenal this season. They could beat Chelsea on Wednesday. It's not out of the realms of possibility. They're to win the FA Cup final as well. That really would be the crowning moment of what's been a really strong season. As for United, well, they're yet to win anything under Marc Skinner, and it's a reign under Skinner that they've come so close to so much. They were the runners-up in last year's WSL. They were the runners-up in last year's Women's FA Cup. So they've come within a grasp of silverware, United, on so many occasions. This is their best opportunity, and we know today, for the first time since 2014, someone other than Manchester United, Manchester City, Arsenal and Chelsea will claim a domestic trophy in the women's game in England. So that's very impressive for United and Tottenham to be here. Both of them have knocked out big teams on the way. United beat Chelsea in the semi-finals. Tottenham beats Manchester City in the quarter-finals. So they've both done really well to get here. It's going to be a good one, hopefully.
Yeah, and I do think this is a big mark in English women's football because, as you say, it has been a very, very long time since none of the big three have won a single one trophy.
Yeah,
this is a huge moment. We've got two sides here, and Tottenham who are trying to say that they want to be with they want to be with the best, they want to play with the best, and they're going to prove that today. And you've got a United side who have always come close, but yet so far away from winning something. Today is probably their best opportunity, and they will know that. They know that realistically they're probably the slight favourites for me, although I think it's going to be a close game. But yeah, I really do think that United will fancy themselves today because they can beat anyone on their day, especially when it is Tottenham. It's not one of the big sides. Last year, only a 1-0 loss to Chelsea on the same stage on this occasion was not bad at all. Today, they'll want more. They'll want to go for more. And Skinner will know that if they don't win this, that he's in a bit of trouble. For Vilahamn, I mean, this would be a perfect way to cap off what would be a huge season for them.
Yeah, exactly. In a game where United should be the favourites, it's fascinating how close they are. I think the pressures and expectations coming into this game are very different, not only for both teams, but for both managers as well. It's Vilahamn's first season in English football. He comes away with it trophyless, with a side who finished in the bottom half last season. That's not a bad campaign. For United and for Skinner, if the side who finished second last season end up fifth in the WSL, they lose this and they haven't won a trophy under Skinner in 3 years. I mean, that doesn't bode well for his future, and we're going to come to the summer soon, and we're going to be in that period where United's owners take over. We see Sir Jim Ratcliffe come in, and do you think he looks at the situation now, if they don't win, and gets rid of Skinner?
Yeah, 100%. I think this is a must-win for Man United, because at some point you have to go, this isn't good enough, because if they were to lose today, the comparisons to last year would be identical, apart from the fact that they've finished fifth in the league rather than second. And that's a massive drop-off. So for me, someone's got to look at Skinner and go, hang on, I think it's time for this man to go. He's not good enough. He's not the man we need. But, I mean, he has to get it right today. They're a good side. They're they're a really good side on their day. They're against what they'd probably class as a weaker opposition when it comes to a final. But I think Tottenham are no slouches, and they've proven that. As you say, they beat their North London rivals. They beat Man City in the quarterfinals of this competition. Tottenham have proved that they can mix it against the big sides, and United have got to be careful of that, because I really do think that complacency could kick in for United. And I know that sounds weird to say, but if we know Marc Skinner, he's either going to think that he's already won the game or already lost the game in his head. That's the type of person he is. And sometimes that works well, sometimes that backfires massively, but I guess we're going to see.
Yeah, we saw a precursor for this final a few weeks ago, and we did stream that game. It was a tight affair between the two sides. Manchester United opened the scoring early on, and then we saw Tottenham really... And I think this demonstrates the pragmatist in Vilahamn. He can adapt so quickly to whatever the game scenario is. We saw him switch things up. He moved a couple of players around, and they were 2-1 up by half-time. They drew that game 2-2 in the end. United got a late equaliser, but that does set a really good precedent for Tottenham today, that they could, even if United do start fast, Tottenham can come back. Vilahamn's good at adapting. He's got players on his bench. He's got options. And that's something we're not really seeing from Skinner. Skinner, if United play well from the start, they might get the win over the line. But Skinner's never shown that he can adapt to the situation.
Yeah, 100%. And I think that Tottenham will look at that game on the flip side of it, and will look at it and go that I think they'll understand they were very unlucky to not win that game. For me, they, as you say, Vilahamn changed some things up, and Tottenham were the better side for 60, 70 minutes. And if it wasn't for, was it a 92nd minute equaliser from Le Tissier, then that would have been a win for Tottenham. And I think United can count themselves lucky in that part, but they will know that they were played off the park. They were on that day, Tottenham were the better side, and they've got to be aware of that, because if that happens today, they're going to lose the final.
Yeah, and well, for Tottenham, they've got to consider why they went down the early stages in that match a few weeks ago, and how they go about today and without conceding in the opening few minutes. It's worth noting as well, both sides' routes to the final. Manchester United obviously they had quite a favourable run. Newcastle, I believe, was their first game, then Brighton. So they've had some nice fixtures in there.
Southampton sandwiched in between.
Exactly, yeah. So quite a nice run. Then they played Chelsea, and well, obviously we can talk about how that game was very favourable for United. Not in terms of that it was an easy one, that a lot of big calls went their way, but ultimately they did win it, and a lot of that goes to Mary Earp. She was phenomenal in that game, made some brilliant stops. But yeah, I think it's going to be really interesting to see whether United can raise that level, because in the FA Cup this season and in the league, they haven't shown an ability to beat those top sides. Yes, they have beaten Chelsea in the FA Cup, but they were very fortuitous in how they did that. And if you look at their games against everyone else in the league, they have shown that they're not infallible. They do make mistakes, this Manchester United side. And as for Tottenham, they've shown an ability to take on teams like this. They should have beaten United a few weeks ago. They've beaten Arsenal this season. Yes, they didn't really take the game to City on either occasion, but City have been a level above everyone else this campaign. Them and Chelsea are just unstoppable at times. But United have got to prove something today. They've got to prove that they can beat teams, because I think they have got lucky on a lot of occasions this season. Without Mary Earps, they'd be even lower in the league, which does not bode well for them.
No, not at all. And I do think that the big factor is here, because Tottenham, we know how Tottenham will play well. Tottenham, I have no reason to believe that they will not come out here and play well. They will give it their best shot. They're going to play their football and see what happens. And Vilahamn will change it up if he needs to. Yeah. My worry for United is that United have shown a tendency this season to not turn up. And especially in recent weeks, the loss to Liverpool, the draw to West Ham. There's been a few results where United just haven't been at the races, haven't been good enough. And in a game like this against a very good Tottenham side, if that happens, they could find themselves 2 or 3 goals behind in the opening stages. Yeah. And that's the concern. Vilahamn will know that. Vilahamn is a very, very good manager, but as you say, he plays his opposition very well. Yes, his side play good football, but he's also good at playing the occasion. And if there's one man we know that isn't very good at playing with the occasion, it's Marc Skinner, because we know that big occasions can get the better of him and the better of his managerial decisions. So for that, I think United have got to play to their strengths. Tottenham are going to play to United's weaknesses, and that's the combination we're going to have today.
Yeah, that's interesting. We'll look at the game in detail in a few moments. Firstly, I want to ask, or before then, I want to ask, even if Man United win today, is their season a failure regardless?
Oh, that's a tough one, isn't it? I think no European football is a big step. It is frustrating. Because
when you consider they were second in the WSL last season, they didn't play in Europe this year because they were knocked out in the qualifiers. Admittedly, PSG clearly a difficult game, but they didn't get through that. This season in the WSL, they haven't been strong enough. So is an FA Cup win enough to validate all that or not? What do you think?
I think so, and because I have to look at everything in perspective, Yes, they're fifth right now. I mean, if they'd finished fourth, then... Because that's the thing, I look at it and go...
Well, they're still good.
They're behind City, Chelsea and Arsenal, which I think is absolutely fine. If they finish fourth, win the FA Cup, I think that's all right. Because you're saying that you've managed to win a trophy against those big sides, and you have finished just behind them in the league. That's a decent season for me, and I think that would be good enough.
It's going to be difficult though, because they are going to have to rely on Liverpool losing to Leicester. That it's like, even if they draw, Liverpool will finish above them, and obviously United will have to beat Chelsea, who will not want to lose that final day of the season, given what is at stake. But yeah, I think it's going to be really interesting. I agree. If United win today, their season is a success, because while they would have wanted a better performance in the league, the fact they'd be able to claim silverware for the first time under Skinner and for the first time since 2014, a side other than the big three claiming silverware, that's momentous. And for United, that's where they want to be, winning trophies. Now, that gives them a platform to build from. And I think with a little bit of investment, maybe Skinner can take this side places. I'm not sure whether I believe it myself, but I think there will be a belief that if they win today, it proves that they can win trophies.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, this, as you say, I think this is why this is such a big game, because these are two sides that would love a trophy to really prove themselves here. For Tottenham, they would be proving that they can do it. They are up there. For United, it's about proving that they are a decent side on their day. But I can't call it. I really can't call it. It's a big occasion. It's who knows what's, Tottenham might not turn up today. The occasion might get the better of them, but, it's a really hard one to judge. But all I know is we're agreeing for a good game. That's one thing these two sides can guarantee. We look back to that 2-2 draw. That was a good game. There was a lot of action. There was, some really well taken goals.
Very end-to-end stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And if that happens today, we're going to be in for an absolute treat.
Indeed, we should be. Shall we take a look at the lineups for this afternoon's game? Now, of course, we are at Wembley, so there is no home side, but the designated home seat team is Manchester United, so we'll start there. It's a 4-2-3-1 for Manchester United, and some big calls from Skinner. In between sticks, it's of course Mary. She was the saviour in the semi-final, was crucial in why Manchester United got through, making some pivotal saves to deny Chelsea's, mainly Lauren James. In the back four, Blundell, Letizia, Turner and Riviere. It's the first time in a while we've seen Blundell and Riviere both start for Manchester United. Letizia and Turner have been a solid partnership throughout this season. In the pivot, no Hayley Ladd today, as Skinner prefers Zellum and Nalsund. I think that is quite sensible. You have a bit more pace in there, and Ladd coming on later on to provide that experienced head in there would make a lot of sense. Across the three, Garcia, Toon and Leia Galton. No space for Heisei or Melvin Mallard in today's side. Rachel Williams leading the line. So clearly favouring experience in attacking areas, but preferring the youthful options in midfield. And again, those fullbacks coming in with that bit of experience. Do you think it's a well-balanced team for United, or is there any changes you'd have made?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a decent side. It's great. I mean, the fully fit back four, I think that's our strongest back four. That makes complete sense to me. I think no Ladd's an interesting one. Nalsund in there, I guess maybe just offers you a little bit more stability.
Height as well. I think Nalsund is slightly taller.
Maybe so. And then the front four, I mean, it makes sense to me. It's your big game players, isn't it? Am I surprised to see no Nikita Paris? I am. To be honest, I thought we'd see Paris start today.
Yeah, that's a big call.
But Rachel Williams leading the line. She's a very, very good player. And again, I think the experience, she's a very good finisher. If you get her the right opportunities, she will take them. And maybe that's what Skinner's looking for today. Maybe he knows that the chances are going to be limited, so he wants his best players on the pitch to be able to take those chances.
Yeah, I'm not surprised to see her start. I think, though, Melvin Mallard offers you a lot of threat, and United will miss her, because I thought she was has been one of their better players in recent weeks. Whenever we've watched them, obviously Williams has played in the FA Cup, so I can understand from that perspective why you would keep her in the side. And of course, with Williams, you've got that presence up there. If United are getting pressed really hard, you can go long, and you've got someone you can rely on that's going to get ahead to it, going to try and shield that ball, bring it down, and get United going the other way. So I think it makes a lot of sense in there, and she will bring players like Toon into this game. And if Rachel Williams can get Toon into the game in the right sort of areas, she can be one of the most dangerous players in the WSL. So I think that could work really successfully today. It hasn't, though, this season so far. So it does open up questions as to how that United attack is going to look.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, And that's the thing, isn't it, today? United need their players to turn up because they've got, the quality on the pitch is phenomenal. It's a really, really strong team. But if they go quiet, like they have done in numerous games this season, they're going to find themselves on the wrong end of this final. But if they can turn up and perform, I mean, we've seen the way Ella Toon's played at Wembley for England. And as you say, if she can do that, if she can perform to the best of her ability today, she could be the one that leads United to a trophy.
Yes. All right, let's have a look at the Tottenham team then. It's a 4-2-3-1, so same shape, though we think it'll look a bit more like a 4-4-2 out of possession. That's how we tend to see Tottenham line up. In goal, Rebecca Spencer keeps her starting berth. She's been phenomenal since she replaced Barbara Votikova midway through the season. In the back four, Neville, Beulah, Turner and Nilden. Again, it's their full-strength backline. There's no changes in there, unsurprisingly. In the pivot, Sumnen and Drew Spence. It's great to see Drew Spence in the starting lineup, and of course, until Olga Artinen is back fully fit from injury, Sumnen will be in the side. No Grace Clinton either for Tottenham today, which I think is a huge miss, but Matilda Wimberg on the left-hand side and Jessica Naz on the right-hand side have both had really strong performances in recent weeks, and particularly in the United game, Matilda Wimberg really caused some issues.
Yeah.
And then in the front line, it's Beth England and Martha Thomas. How big of an advantage is it to have, at the home of English football, the entire nation of England up front?
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely incredible, an extra 11 players, Tottenham have got to say they're going to win, but yeah, I mean, Beth England, what a striker. She's been here, she's done it before, she's scored on the biggest stage. There's a reason, as captain and as a very experienced player, she will lead Tottenham out onto that pitch knowing exactly what she needs to do. She is the perfect player that you'd want in a final.
She's won enough WSLs and
big game
Women's
player.
FA Cups to know what it feels like.
Scores under immense pressure when her team need her to do most. And I think her and Martha Thomas up there, they've both been brilliant. They've both been reliable for Tottenham this season. And I really do think they could do that again today. I think, I look at out wide, Naz, very, very exciting player. She has got the ability to take people on and cause United problems. I mean, obviously the start of that Leicester game, the one that got them back in the game, before and sent it to extra time. And then Matilda Wimberg, I mean, what a moment this is for her. Yes, we'll talk about the elephant in the room. No Grace Clinton, absolutely huge miss for Tottenham due to that loan agreement with United. Yeah. And it's very disappointing that they haven't got a player of her quality in their squad today. However, this is a huge moment for Wimberg, who has had some opportunities to show her ability this season, and she's taken them, and she's played well. But what an occasion this is, because if Wimberg can turn up today and, really show her class, a brilliant occasion, this is her moment. She's got to take it with both hands and really shine tonight.
Yeah, I think Wimberg's pace can definitely cause issues. She's a very talented player. There's a reason that while Tottenham were looking at her, there was clubs like City and Chelsea were interested. Matilda Wimberg is one of the biggest talents, I think, in the WSL. And given game time and given time, actually, just in general, we'll see her improve massively. I think with Grace Clinton, it's a sign that Tottenham are still not at the level they'd want to be. The fact that they have such a key player in on loan, it's of course a shame for Tottenham, but it's going to happen. It comes with the territory of signing loan players from within the division. But Grace Clinton's been incredible for Tottenham this season, so they can't really complain. For United, you've got to ask why they loaned her out in the first place. Surely she seems ready to play in the WSL, and Tottenham are almost at United's level this season, so it's not like she's doing it lower down the league. So, I think there's a lot of question marks around United's recruitment in general, to be fair. But I'm really excited for today's game. I think it's going to be an interesting one. Joe Bird went to the stream saying Clinton can't play since United are her parent club. Yeah, is worth saying that. But yeah, I think it's going to be a good one. Yeah,
and I think obviously we've touched on how strong the attacks are, how experienced they are, how lethal these two front lines are. But I think what makes this game so good is that those deadly and experienced attackers are combated by two incredible shot stoppers. Now, there are going to be chances for the front lines today, and there are going to be chances for these players to score goals. But if we know Mary Earps and Rebecca Spencer, especially Mary Earps, two phenomenal goalkeepers who have proven across this competition, across the season, that they have come up big for their side. I mean, obviously, Earps' highlight was in that semi-final, huge saves against Chelsea to deny Chelsea on numerous occasions, keeping United in that game. And then, I mean, Spencer in the quarter-final against City was absolutely immense in normal time. And then in that penalty shootout was incredible. She turned up and played really well. And
Yeah.
I do think this is why it's such a good game, because you've got two sides who are very good going forward, but also two sides who are good defensively. And I think that's for two different reasons. United have the defensive quality to be a strong unit, whereas Tottenham really do. Tottenham set themselves up defensively very well, and they're tactically very strong and very compact when they are in their own half. United, they've got very, very good centre halves in Turner and Letitia that can keep Tottenham out today, which is I think it's been absolutely brilliant again. And they're so well matched in on this football pitch.
Yeah, another player worth talking about, I think, is Jessica Naz, someone who I don't think has really caught the headlines this season, despite the fact she's had some really strong performances. I think that what we've seen is her almost back to her best. She was such a highly rated young player when she came through at Arsenal, then she got that move to Tottenham. And she was very promising in that first season. Now, of course, she had that ACL injury, was out for a year, and that set her back a lot. But we're starting to see now, this season, under Vilahamn, how she's slowly getting back to her best. I mean, it's her best goal-scoring season with 6 goals ever. The closest was that breakout season for Tottenham with 4 goals. So 6 goals, 3 assists, a strong campaign so far. And she's scored them in key moments as well. She scored against Leicester in that semi-final. She got the equaliser, then took them to extra time. Without that, they wouldn't be here. We'd be looking at Leicester and be talking about how big underdogs they are. But she got that goal. She scored against United a few weeks ago, of course, as well. That she got the second goal that put them in front. So they've got players, Tottenham, who can really make the difference in players like Naz. You've got Marta Thomas, who's probably had the best season of her career as well. Beth England, who's really enjoying a renewed sense of purpose, I think, being the figure point of this Tottenham attack. At Chelsea, she was another option off the bench. Here, she's the star player. You've got players like Drew Spence who know what it takes to win cup finals. So they've got the experience on their side, I'd argue, Tottenham, despite the fact United have been here.
It's a very interesting point, isn't it? And I think the word for that Tottenham attack is deadly. I mean, the finishing capabilities of England and Thomas, and then the pace, and I think this is where Tottenham could get their joy today, is the pace out wide with Naz and Wimberg running at Blundell and Riviere, who have only just come back to full fitness. They have the pace of Naz and Wimberg running at those two is going to be absolutely deadly. And Tottenham could cause problems down the flanks. For United, it's about getting your best players on the ball, like more notably Ella Toone. But this is going to be a phenomenal game. The teams are coming out of Wembley. It's absolutely, it's an incredible crowd. Going to be a very, very good game. Yeah,
worth saying as well, Tottenham not even starting Bizet today, who for the first half of the season was one of the more dangerous players. And Joe Bedwell pointing out off the bench he can be dangerous. Chelsea fan went to the stream saying hi. CM as well saying afternoon lads, looking forward to this, and has put a bet on Spurs as well. So fair enough. I think the odds are probably going to be in United's favour because they've been here before, but I wouldn't bet against Tottenham today. Tottenham are looking very good. And Jesse Jules saying Beth England hat-trick. I like the prediction. Speaking of which, shall we get into predictions? Harry, what is your prediction? Who will win the Women's FA Cup Final 2024?
I mean, what a question. I mean, first of all, both sets of fans, absolutely incredible. The Tifos coming out look phenomenal. Tottenham,
and the colour as well. The fact both teams are actually wearing the club shirt makes such a big difference.
I love it. Huge occasion. Fans are up for it. And this, Wembley's such a good ground. I mean, this is really tough to call, but I'm going to have to come up with a prediction. I think we will be, I'm going to go 0-0 in normal time. And then it will be a Beth England goal in extra time to get Tottenham across the line. I'll go for a 1-0 win to Tottenham. They will win the FA Cup. But I think it's going to be an incredibly close game, a really well-fought occasion, and all round a really exciting watch.
Yeah, hopefully so. I think Tottenham are going to win. I back Robert Vilahamn today. I think that Tottenham have looked the better side in recent weeks and months, and across this season, I think Tottenham are the better side. So I will say a 2-0 win today. I don't think United are going to score, and I will go for an England goal. And I'm going to say Bizet off the bench.
Fair enough. I think it's going to be a brilliant contest. I really do. Both sides are quite evenly matched, in my opinion, and that's going to create a good final, isn't it? It's going to create a really, really good final.
Yeah, get involved, by the way. If you are watching along, get involved in the live chat. Who do you think will win? Chelsea fans saying that Manchester United will win 2-1 and he wants Man United to win. Understandable from a Chelsea perspective, but I'm quite neutral on today because I also just don't like United.
Yeah.
I almost hate United more than I hate Tottenham. I know Tottenham are rivals, but I just don't like Marc Skinner. And Tottenham are actually quite likeable. No women's side. But, yeah, sorry about that. If you are a United fan, don't worry. We're not biased. But, yeah, interesting Skinner as well, going full black today. Black turtleneck as well. He's going to be roasting by about the 10th minute, which is only going to heighten, I think, his frustration and anger on the sideline. But it's going to be a tightly contested game today. I certainly don't think we're going to see anyone run out 4-0 winners. No. We saw in the game between these two sides a few weeks ago how there's going to be chance at both ends, and it's going to come down to who can take them. And ultimately, Tottenham have shown themselves to be more clinical this season. But
100%.
United got big game players. They've got players like Ella Toone who can step up and make a difference today. If Ella Toone, someone we've not actually spoken about in the build-up today, but if Ella Toone plays at the best of her ability, if she channels the kind of form she had last season, now I know there's no Russo, so it might not magically happen, but if she can, that can make a huge, huge difference.
Yeah.
Adekpe, Margaret Ujor, I hope I pronounced your name correctly there, saying Man United will win. Yeah, fair enough. Like the prediction. Joe Birdwell going United in extra time. CM saying it'll be 2-1 Spurs. So very much split in chat and the poll. Well, very much different. 62%, 63% now. I think Manchester United will win today.
Fair enough. Wow.
Interesting to see. 26% going Tottenham and 11% saying extra time or penalties.
Like it. You know, I think that is the case, isn't it? United, they've been here before. They know what it takes. Tottenham, new manager, pretty new to big occasions like this.
Yeah.
Can they handle it? Let's see what's going to happen. They nearly threw away that semi-final at Leicester, but they recovered it. Today is a different occasion. United, they know what they need to do. They know exactly what it takes. They were here last year. They watched Chelsea do it against them. So they've got to try and do that as well.
Yeah, I agree. United have been here before, but they've never won it, so there is a distinction there. And for Tottenham, I just think that Vilahamn can adapt his tactics on the fly a lot easier than Skinner can. We've seen Vilahamn to be more of a pragmatist than Skinner is, so I think that could make a difference in a final where this game is going to be quite open and it could go either way in the early stages. You've got to be able to adapt. You've got to be able to adapt to the scenario. And as we've seen in the past with United, their inability to change effectively when they're a goal down and notice what's happening in the game and adapt to that has cost them. Yeah. It's really cost them. So.
100%. But what a game. What a game. National Anthem's over now. And we can get into what is going to be a brilliant 90 minutes of football.
Yeah, hopefully. So that's all we can ask for at the end of the day. An incredible 90 minutes.
There's going to be chances.
That's what we expect.
And I think it's really interesting to see who starts fastest. Both sides. I'm expecting a pretty nervy, pretty shaky start. But as this game goes on, both sides will settle down and we'll see what happens. But, I mean, it's one of those, isn't it? You never want to go for it at the start because you're going to be nervy. It's a final. But so are the opposition. So if you can hit them fast early on, you're going to throw them a bit out of whack. You're going to put them off. So let's see what both sides are going to go for. Two very strong benches as well. So as this game goes on, it's not going to get weaker. The game's not. Yeah. The quality is not going to decrease. So I think either way, whether this game is a 2-1 win to one team or a 0-0 draw all the way through the penalties, it's going to be a very, very good game.
And we spoke about how Paris doesn't start today, but of course they do have that impact off the bench, which could be worth more. If they can bring Paris on effectively, 100%. She could come in and make the difference. So. Yeah, it could be very interesting to see. But Tottenham also not without their talent on the bench. Bize, Kit Graham, Olga Artinen. They're players that can come on and really make a difference. But they're, of course, going to miss Grace Clinton, but there's not a lot they can do about that. And the 11 they put out are strong enough to take the game to United today.
It's a win-win today, isn't it?
Yeah, she gets a medal. I don't think she does for United. She didn't play.
But if Tottenham win, she gets the medal. If United win, I mean, she's returning next year to the FA Cup winners.
Yeah.
So,
those half and half scarves, she's got half and half shirt today.
100%.
Wherever she's watching the game, I imagine she's at the stadium somewhere.
But, I mean, focus on the players like Rachel Williams. If she turns up today, if she plays to the best of her ability, she's the outlet for United. That ball is going to be played into her every single time. And if she gets an opportunity on goal, we know she will take it. clinicality is the big word for me today, because both sides will get chances, but how clinical will Williams be? How clinical will Beth England be?
Yeah.
Can they take every chance they get? Who knows? It's be very interesting to see.
Yeah, it definitely will. Referee calling the captains to the centre.
I mean,
decide who starts
even
the final.
things like that, the coin toss gives you that psychological advantage, and I'm sure Abby Byrne's more focused on telling the players the rules, but if you're Beth England, you want to be attacking your home end, and see if we get there to extra time penalties, that is when it becomes even a bigger prospect. But these are very important for the players. This is about calming down, relaxing now, getting into your rhythm as we get towards kickoff.
Yeah, because it is a different thing at Wembley, isn't it? You have those routines you go through before, again, the procedural stuff, but it does change at Wembley because you do have a slightly longer time from when you come out of the tunnel to when you start. You do have the added media attention and the added fans, because it is a huge stadium. There are so many people there. Then there's an extra buzz, isn't there, about that final? So it is a different feeling. It is a different pressure. And it's which of the two sides can meet it today. It's nice to see the Glazer, or one of the Glazers, in attendance. I don't know which. They look identical.
Yeah.
But, for all the backlash we give them, at least they are in attendance today. Levy as well, also in attendance. It's fantastic to see.
Levy wants to see his side win a trophy.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. To be fair, I don't think the Glazers have exactly said a lot in the last few years. So, yeah, big occasion for either side. It'll be United to get us started. And before we get underway, both sets of players taking a knee in a stand against all forms of discrimination. Now we'll get underway, though. Nilsson's knocking it back, and we're underway here in the 2024 Women's FA Cup final. Manchester United versus Tottenham. 90 minutes at Wembley to decide the winner. What a game we should have in front of us.
Yeah, I mean, Tottenham already showing their intent, getting that ball into Thomas and flicking on to England, and that'll work both ways today as well. Yeah. We're going to see England flick it on to Thomas, although we are only 20 seconds net here, and Thomas is on the floor.
I was going to say, United showing their intent, make as many fouls as possible.
Yeah, just went off the header. Letitia went through the back of her.
There's definitely a push in there, but
she got the header off. Tottenham aren't going to complain, and England was chasing that down.
And Thomas will be fine to continue.
Yeah.
Just a bit dazed, seemingly.
Especially on a day like this, very warm day. It's important players conserve energy.
Yeah.
And it's that whole point. You want to work hard for your team, but sometimes it's about managing your fitness, managing, you know, how intense you're playing.
Riviere knocking the ball out of play there, and it will be a Tottenham throw.
I mean, she's a huge player to have back for United today. Massive. Absolutely massive.
Yeah.
That she's playing today.
Yeah, Nilden tries to pick out Wimberg, and she does come inside now. Matilda Wimberg gets a shot away, and it's high, and it only rises further. But positive signs for Tottenham, not afraid to shoot there, Matilda Wimberg.
Yeah, not bad at all. I don't mind that. You're a minute into a final at Wembley, you've cut in, you've got an opportunity to shoot, you're going to take it. Yes, it was over the bar. Yes, it wasn't really going to trouble Mary Earps, but I like that because you never know. If that's on target, you're going to cause Earps problems. Yeah,
you don't mind having a shot in the first few minutes of the FA Cup final.
Not at all.
Isabella says made it just in time. I think United will take the win. Fair enough. I think the favour definitely with Manchester United in chat today. The polls showing that. But here come United. Ella Toone. And Galton makes the wide option. She picks out Leah Galton. Now back to Toone, lurking on the edge of the box, feeds it through. Galton with a chance, and it's a huge stop from Spencer. Came out big and strong and managed to deny Leah Galton from close range there.
Yeah, I mean, that's a huge save because Tottenham switch off, really. There was a lot of space. Riviere played out really well. Gave it to Toone, who just had so much space to run into, and she used it well. Galton plays a good one too with the attacking midfielder, and Neville's kind of caught on the wrong side, and Tottenham get away with one there. Really poor defending and good goalkeeping.
Sumanen just doesn't get close enough to Toone there. Gives Toone way too much time and space.
And Spencer's still down here, and they're going to hope that she's okay. Made a very, very good save, but at what cost now?
It was brave goalkeeping. It was good goalkeeping.
Yeah.
It does give both sets of players to catch their breath after an intense first 2 minutes.
And Tottenham just need to calm down and go back, because here they've already been brought out of their system. Who's it? No one just tracks the run of Galton at all.
Well, Neville was there, but couldn't make a decisive tackle, and it comes down to Toone. Toone has to be marked more tightly there. Sumanen's got to get touch tight. Yeah. She's marking the space rather than the player, but United didn't have loads of players forward and Tottenham were fairly secure. But Galton is feeling some discomfort here. And they did come together quite heavily in the box.
Spencer only just got back to her feet. And the Galton is still down. I mean, this is not going to see for either side at this point in the game. But it looks like
they're going to see if she can walk on it.
They're both going to be okay.
She's moving, but it's not freely.
If you're United and you've just seen their goalkeeper go down, you get shots on target now. Especially this early on. You've got to try and test her. Make her do uncomfortable.
So it's Vilahamn over this corner then. United will look to make the most of this situation. Ball hung into the box. Towards the back post. Headed over. Big miss from Williams. Big miss for United.
And I said it's going to come today. Could come down to clinicality. And that is a huge chance of Rachel Williams unmarked at the back post. Again, Tottenham switching off defensively.
Yeah.
Just pulls away from the pack. It's a good header.
Just can't keep that down. Yeah. That should be 1-0. That is a huge opportunity.
Yeah, not good. Poor defending from Bula and just over the bar, Rachel Williams.
Yeah, Bula just doesn't offer much of a physical challenge to Rachel Williams there.
Really poor defending.
Chessfan says it'd be funny if Tottenham women wins. They've done better than the men's, lol. Yeah. Yeah, well, neither Tottenham side's seen a trophy once since 2008. So it's been a while. Galton. Now Toon. Tries to take past Ashley Neville. She'll drive inside, gives it to Bula. And Nilda makes the wide option. United doing well at the moment to stop Tottenham from executing their patterns.
Yeah, you can tell Tottenham just want to settle in. And United are currently stopping that happening.
Yeah, it's a good press.
Yeah. Because if Tottenham settle here, they'll get a stranglehold on the game. But right now, I mean, the
Nilda just had nowhere to go there. Garcia jumping in front of the park.
They're struggling to get passes away at the moment. I don't think they've put 5 passes together yet.
Bimbo drops in and gets the ball. Nilden, she loses it to Garcia, but it comes off her and out for another throw. And Tottenham will look to work the touchline here.
And Skinner is going to return to his touchline. Big moment for him. He did not enjoy losing last year to Chelsea. He will want to win today. And if every bit,
and he knows he knows the impact it could have on his future at Manchester United. If they win today, there's a good chance he's still in a job next season. If they don't, there's a good chance he isn't.
100%. But yeah, Tottenham just working out the line here with a few throws, and now they've managed to switch it over to the right hand side with Neville.
Now Naz tries to go back to Spence.
Now
Naz does then win the ball back. Thomas, Spence, wanted to lift it over to Wimberg, but didn't have the time or space. England tries to just drive it inside by herself, but she does lose possession.
Bit rocky from Tottenham. It's it's not smooth football.
Yeah.
It is very, juttery. And, a few players just stumbling over the ball, stumbling over each other, really. Just need to communicate, just need to settle down a bit. Because they seem so keen on keeping possession. Whenever they see a free ball, they all run at it. And now
Rivier's putting pressure on Riviere. Riviere goes down.
Soft one.
It is soft. Well, that will be a free kick for Manchester United.
Yeah, I think Riviere does well there to win the free kick rather than Naz fouling her.
Yeah.
Just a slight nudge on the back.
There's not much in that at all. Not much in that at all, Riviere.
Smart from Riviere, but I'm not sure there's much Naz did wrong there.
Realised she was in trouble.
I don't tell you that much, it weren't there, was it? Where Mary had to take this free kick from. Going to launch it long. 7 minutes through. It's gone quite quickly. And it always does in a final. It does feel like those opening minutes are so nervy they go away in a flash.
Yeah, now ball played over the top and Toon tries to get there, but James Turner will put it out of play, and that is now a United throw.
And United showing their game plan straight away here. Get that ball onto the head of Williams and she can flick it on or bring it down to supporting players. Really good stuff that was. And again, here you go. Holds it up from the throw. Spins James Turner. Puts it into the box. But put out by Turner and clear to try Turner again.
Yeah, like I say, Narsund recycled it, but doesn't come to anything. United now looking to work the possession back round. Here's Blundell. Goes down the line. Galton holds on to it well. Neville hounds her for possession, but she can go back to Blundell. United being forced back here now, though. Mary Earps.
Yeah, both sides settling down quite quickly into this game, to be fair.
Le Tissier plays that in behind, and Nilden will deal with it. Garcia fights for it, but Garcia comes from an offside position. So her progress will be halted, and that'll be a Tottenham free kick.
Yeah, it looked like a bit of a foul as well, to be fair, from Garcia. A few tugs on the shirt.
I think it's just that she went too early, look.
Yes, yeah, but there was also, so I'm saying she was offside, but it did look to be a bit over the top as well. Hassling a bit too much.
Tottenham send it long. Beth England will give chase. Le Tissier will hope just to see this out. England will press her, but that will go out for a United goal kick. This will give United a chance to build up from the back, which is something we've not really seen work at all for United this season.
Equally, it does seem like they're happy to keep kicking it long and getting Rachel Williams to bring it down.
Yeah.
Or even their attempts to put it at the back usually end up just giving it to Le Tissier and then smash it out of the pitch.
Perhaps. Le Tissier goes wide. Riviere tries to go down the line, cuts inside well, and catches Wimberg out. Good stuff from Jade Riviere. And Wimberg wins it back, and now Tottenham can come forwards. Nilden loses the ball to Nalsund, but wins it back. Now plays it down the line. Matilda Wimberg. And Riviere's caught out of position. Ball in from Wimberg. Marta Thomas. I think that came off Le Tissier in the end there. Apparently not.
Surely that's a corner.
And Thomas is furious.
Oh, no, that's a terrible decision. That's come off the shoulder of Le Tissier. We'll have a look here. Really good from Wimberg. And then she looks up. Great run from Thomas. Ball in. That's a Stonewall corner. Let's have a look.
Stonewall.
Le Tissier. Yeah, that's a corner.
Yeah, she had it away.
Le Tissier literally just heads it out. And somehow they've given a United goal kick there. I'm not going to be that person, but things like that can be completely different because what if Tottenham had scored from that corner?
Is there VAR for this game, says Isabella? I would imagine so.
Yeah, I believe so.
We're at Wembley Stadium, of course, but I'm not 100% sure. The ball goes long. Garcia will give chase. Nilden goes back to Spencer with Garcia pressing her.
Keep it short a bit there.
And she goes back to Nilden. Spencer with a good pass. Nilden goes down the line. Thomas controls it, but can't keep it under her control as it goes out of play. United throwing again.
Yeah, I don't know. Tottenham do seem a little bit more edgy than United do. United seem to have settled down quite quickly. Tottenham still seem to be adjusting to the occasion. But 10 minutes gone. Pretty even game so far.
Yeah, Riviere goes down the line. A couple headers in there, and now it's dealt with by Beulah. Mark Thomas will offer a challenge in the air. Nice idea just to get the ball down. Tottenham do now. Wimberg takes it past Riviere. Riviere with a strong challenge in there, and it apparently did come off Wimberg. As Skinner screams in the fourth official's face.
I'd probably give it if Skinner was screaming in my face.
So Riviere's throw. Now it's with Turner. Blundell. Down the line. Galton. Blundell. Back now to Turner. Le Tissier. Turner. Now Maya Le Tissier. Ball goes down the line. Garcia. Now finds Nalsund. Who will carry it forwards back towards Garcia. Good stuff from Nilden. Garcia wins it back, and it has come off Lucia Garcia. No, hasn't it come off Nilden? So that will be a corner.
Yeah, United just working well on the left-hand side. Nilden got caught out a bit and ends up conceding the corner. It wasn't too bad in the end, but yeah, it's a corner. Good decision. Nilden just scuffs the clearance. And a chance now for United to put pressure on the Tottenham defence. No, good chance at that from this corner. It's going to be put in there towards Rachel Williams.
Another header that she can't find the target with Rachel Williams. Will United go on to rue these missed chances in the early stages? Because this really should be another one.
It's a second one where she's just not being marked very well in the box. There's players around her and no one glued tight to her. She gets a good head away and just puts it part of the post. But that's one she's put over, one she's put wide. How many more is Rachel Williams going to get in this game before she finds the back of the net?
Yeah. Well, you've got to at least challenge Spencer there. Tottenham go long. Summonen does well to head it down to Thomas. Back to England now. England trying to pick out Wimberg with the ball lifted in behind. Wimberg is going to get there. Up against Riviere. Goes back now to Summonen. Thomas is recovering after getting thrown on the floor. Spence. Here's Naz. Turns out and goes wide. Neville. Naz really should have gone into Spence there. Actually, Neville.
Yeah. Played the safe ball there. I get why she did, but there's,
Beulah.
could have done something else than that.
Nilden. Summonen. Plays it out wide. Here's Neville. Puts the ball into the box. Wimberg at the back post. Will get a head on it, but it's a very wayward effort. Not a play you really want to be picking out in the box in the air.
Yeah, it was going to be a tough head. That the ball had kind of fallen behind her, and she didn't have time to move her body, so just came off the top of her head and went sailing over. But better from Tottenham. Good ball in. Yeah, it was always leaning back into it almost. Was Wimberg there, and
She's just too short.
Yeah, never really going to score that one. Yeah, struggling to head that. Sailing over the bar, not challenging Mary Earps.
CM says, with a regret not starting Paris. Well, this is what we pondered in the intro, in the build-up. Is Paris, how big a miss is Nikita Paris? And I find it odd that they're not starting her.
Yeah. Found that by Beulah on Williams, and United are going to get a chance to move everyone up a good 10-15 yards. Yeah, United just do seem... So Tottenham just seem to be a bit second best to everything at the moment. In terms of tackles, duels, everything. United seem to be getting there first and either drawing that foul or creating a good opportunity.
Letitia tries to pick out Garcia, but Garcia can't control it. Out of play for a Tottenham throw.
Yeah, Garcia maybe they're just trying to do too much. Just trying to flick it on very quickly. Maybe next time she's got to try and bring that down.
Yeah.
Tottenham throw now to get this game back underway. They've been okay. Saying that this is a very new situation that Tottenham have been in before, they're managing pretty well.
Yeah. Team Castle welcome to the stream, saying hi from New Zealand. I'm a Chelsea fan and love seeing United losing, lol. Well, we don't know if we will see United lose yet. Perhaps. We'll have to find out over the next 75 minutes, but welcome. Also Chelsea fans, but we provide neutral coverage for games like these. A huge game today. Troy Taylor says, big up, fellas. Hopefully United get the win. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a difficult one for United. Tottenham already showing they can be very dangerous, but United have had chances. Ball down the line. Summonen fighting with Garcia. Nilden goes inside. Spence. Back now to the Tottenham defence. They work it back round. James Turner under pressure and Williams wins a heart at the pitch. It just comes off there at an awkward angle, and it means that Ash Neville can recover that quite easily.
Yeah, things have been a bit messy for Tottenham still when they've got the ball. I think they've looked worse when they've got the ball than when without it, because I don't know, errors seem to be creeping in, just really poor passes, the lack of quality, and you can tell they're nervous. You can really tell, the way they move the ball is very rigid and very, what do you call it?
Ball goes long towards Naz.
It's very unorganised.
It's overhit.
Again, they're trying to find the out ball, not paying off a bit too much on it. Tottenham just need to find a way to get themselves into this game.
Yeah. Manchester United taking their time about this throw, probably quite grateful for the chance just to stop and take a breath. Blundell goes forward. Neville, England, Neville back in behind. Wimberg's not going to get there, but that was a good chance for Tottenham. Well worked, actually. Sorry, it's Mark Thomas in there.
Yeah, just a bit too close to the goalkeeper. But better from Tottenham, though. I think they're calming
Good
down.
challenge
That's
from
big tackle.
Spence. But United will recover at Zellum. Into Turner. Now Blundell can go wide and picks out Galton. Blundell. Turner. Letitia. Back to Millie Turner. Blundell. Goes down the line. Here's Leah Galton. Just lifts that ball in behind. Toon brings it down. Neville manages to get the touch in there. Falls to Toon. Tries to get a shot away. Goes to Williams. Williams fights for it. Neville puts it out of play. And that's another United corner. And from the 2 United corners we've seen so far, they almost scored. Can they finally score from this corner?
Yeah, it does just feel like Tottenham need to shore up it. I mean, this should never happen. They win the ball back well, and then James Turner just doesn't get enough on it to clear it. And Williams manages to pounce on it, get another chance for United, and as you say, we know they've been very, very good from corners.
Yeah. Indeed they have. So it's United over this. Zellum. Ball in, headed down, and it's Messi on the goal line. Fantastic defending from Suman in there, I believe it was.
I don't think she actually headed it over. I think she just put Garcia off and made her head it over herself.
It's good enough, isn't it?
Yeah, again, another really well taken corner. Spencer gets beaten.
Committed, missed it.
That's a let off. That's a huge let off for Tottenham
Come
again.
up in the end.
I mean, Galton was blocking the keeper in there, you could argue, but that's not an excuse. Sumanen does not.
Gets ahead in front of Garcia, so Garcia
yeah.
heads it into Sumanen there.
Wow. That's another massive let off in this game. United have 3 corners and have gone close from every single one.
Yeah.
And that one, you feel like the closest. Garcia's got to score that.
Thomas does really well to get that ball under her control. Now goes down the line for Naz. Naz brings it down well. Now waiting for an option. It's going to be forced back to Beulah. Spence, James Turner now. Luana Beulah.
Yeah, just feel like Tottenham can't get their best players on the ball at the moment.
Nilden takes it, tries to take it past Garcia and does. Wimberg now looks to cut inside. Forced back to Nilden. It's overhit, but it will run through to Beulah. Tottenham's being forced back here by United.
United are doing well, to be fair to them. First 20 minutes.
Spencer lifting it in towards Marta Thomas, headed away by Letitia. Now Blundell goes back to Turner. Change the pass to Letitia. Now goes back to Mo Letitia. Turner. Hannah Blundell. Here's Leah Galton. Galton. Blundell.
Yeah, I don't know. Just feels like United are biding their time. They're taking, they're being calm about it. They're not rushing to find a goal because they know at the moment they're in the ascendancy. Tottenham haven't really got a stranglehold in this game just yet. Need to see players like Naz, like Wimberg, like Beth England get on the ball more.
Yeah. Galton. Blundell. Now here is Leah Galton again, who will turn and drive inside. Narsund back towards Galton, headed away by Neville. Now Naz. Beulah. Wimberg. And now Nilden tries to go down the line. And Toon gets in and makes a good tackle. Tries to play it inside, but it's picked off by Sumanen. Sumanen now plays it in behind, but it's overhit and into the gloves of Mary Earps. It feels like Tottenham are not doing a lot today. They're not calm enough in possession.
Yeah.
They're trying to go long. They're trying to rush it.
It's not
working.
working.
Desperate from Tottenham so far.
Yeah.
Garcia tries to take it past Nilden. Nilden uses her arm and does commit a foul in there to prevent her coming forwards. That will be a United free kick. Good call from the official.
Yeah, I don't know. Tottenham are starting to... Well, not starting to, but I think they are just struggling to get going in this game.
Yeah.
And, resorting to things like fouls and having to concede good opportunities.
And there will be the first drinks break, water break today, of course, given the temperatures here in London. There will be a drinks break, I imagine, at every stoppage.
Yeah.
From halfway through the first half and halfway through the second half. So a chance 20 minutes in here to
flannels, actually.
Yeah, to reflect. United, have they been the better side?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, first, we're as you say, halfway through the first 45 now, and it's been really, really convincing. from United. They've come here, they've played good stuff, they've put Tottenham under pressure, they've created some really, really good chances. Well, they've had some really good chances, sorry. And I feel like they could have maybe scored more than they have. I mean, well, they should have really scored full stop. And they could regret that. They really could. But so far, United in the ascendancy, Tottenham haven't really got going, and they are struggling to find a way to get into this game. So it's going to be interesting to see how this half finishes out.
Yeah, I mean, still 20 minutes to go, so this by no means sets the tone for the first half, and this drinks break does offer a sort of tactical break as well. It gives both sides the opportunity to make changes, not obviously personnel based you'd expect, but it does give them the opportunity to make some tactical tweaks.
Just get some words in,
especially for Tottenham, who haven't really had a lot.
If I'm Vilahamn, my main point would just be to calm down.
Yeah.
Just relax on the ball.
I think the occasion's getting to Tottenham a little bit.
Yeah, 100%. They need to just relax and play their stuff at the moment because they are struggling to get going in this game.
Yeah. Man United free kick now. Letizia goes down the line. It's going to be headed away by Nilden. There'll be Nelson for United, who goes over and finds the ball. Garcia down the line. She's going to have a chance to whip this in now. Not a bad ball in. Williams heads down. Ella Toon, and she pokes it high and wide.
Toon's got to do better with that. Toon has to do it. She's got to find a target from there. Williams does well to knock it down to her, and Toon just gets under it. She's got to get over that and put it on target.
Not exactly sure what she's trying to do there. No. Headed down well, and Toon just doesn't really read it, and then has to just sort of hang a boot at it there.
Yeah, just
gets away from her.
Can get over the ball to get a good shot away. That's another opportunity that Tottenham have given to United, and that United have not taken. There's a free kick there. Alden Naz was hit in the face, and Tottenham for a chance to get out the pitch and get out their own half.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tottenham just... The thing is, though, the worry for United is if they don't score, when Tottenham, when Tottenham do eventually settle into this game and start to get a grip on it, then United are going to start to worry, because that's when Tottenham can really hit them hard.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly that. Tottenham now with the free kick. Sumanen lifts towards the back post, headed on, and that's into the gloves of Mary Earps. She's beckoning her side just to settle down. Everyone wants it to be played quickly, but that's realising that actually just slow down could be beneficial. She will now roll it out to Letizia. Now Turner. Back to Letizia. Riviere controls it well. Tries to go down the line, and Nilden will win the header. Garcia trying to let that go out of play. We'll head it back to Riviere. And it's a 1-2, and now Garcia bringing it forward through the legs of Spence. Nalsund. Sunan trying to get involved. Trying to get stuck in, but United retain possession. Riviere. Now Turner. Not bad stuff this from United. Ball lifted out wide to Blundell. Blundell can't keep it under her control as Naz sweeps in and wins it back. Spence releases Naz down the line. Turner will come across, and that will go out of play for a throw.
Yeah, I thought Naz was going to get there with her electric pace. She nearly caught the ball, but forced Turner to run out of play and wins a throw in anyway for her team. And now Neville has got to try and find the right player here. But Tottenham maybe starting to try and get themselves into this game.
Yeah, I mean, if Naz had got there, she's either getting fouled or getting past Turner, so... Yeah. Blundell comes inside. Garcia out wide, finds Galton.
Caught napping here, Tottenham.
Sunan comes across well, though. And now it's with James Turner trying to clear it away. Sunan goes down the line. Neville. And no forward option, so she turns back. Sumanen. England. Beulah. Nilden. Good touch and turn from Thomas, keeping it tight to her body. Now Beulah.
Yeah, Tottenham just starting to work the ball now, and this is what they need. They need a passage of play, a good 5-10 minutes, where they have the ball, they just knock it about and they play their football, because they're going to get chances if they keep working away and they keep, play their stuff. And this is what they're doing now by just, knocking it around. United, perhaps at this point in the game, allowing them to not pressing too hard.
Nilden goes down the line. Matilda Wimberg now. Could look to cross it, tries to cut it back for Thomas. It's cleared away.
Yeah, the cross wasn't great there.
Now Beulah.
Feels like she was caught in two minds of who to aim for and didn't really aim for anyone.
Drew Spence. Now James Turner. Neville. And England can't get under her control. Turner back to a goalkeeper.
Not bad. From Tottenham, that was a good passage of play there, and they did okay to get something out of it.
Turner. Now Letitia. Turner goes wide. Blundell. United happy to sit in possession.
Yeah.
You can definitely see that Tottenham's press isn't as relentless as it usually is. Perhaps the conditions obviously playing a part in that. It's very warm today in the UK. Ball goes long. Galton in behind. Can she play it across? I believe it's record high temperatures. Ella Toon trying to fashion a shot. Lifts it towards the back post. Williams loses out in the air. Now Nilden.
And the flag goes up anyway. But yeah, I think United... I think if Tottenham will be happy to hold on at 0-0 to half-time here. They really will. Because they probably know United are in the better side. And if they can keep this all square... then that'd be massive going into the second half. United, they'll be looking to nick a goal before half time and really put themselves in control of this final.
Yeah.
But this was a decent work chance until the flag went up against, I think it was Galton in the initial move. But yeah, 15 minutes left of the first half here at Wembley, and I think it's fair to say it's been pretty even.
Yeah.
Tottenham trying to work it around once again.
Nilden goes down the line. Thomas will give it chase. Letitia under pressure, and that's going to go out for a throw. Now Tottenham can definitely put some pressure on here.
That's better though, that ball in between the centre half and the right back that gives that Martins can chase into.
Nilden on the throw. Picks out Wimberg in the box, who just about keeps it in play. Tries to pass it, but Riviere makes a tackle. Zellum goes long. Williams chests it down. And then Spence puts in a silly tackle, really.
Yeah, bit too eager to get the ball there. Drew Spence.
Smart as it stops any chance of Letitia carrying the ball out of defence.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. But, yeah, just, I don't know, I'm intrigued to see what Vilahamn's thinking. I don't think he'll be disappointed, but I think he'd hope for a little bit more from his side. Maybe show a little bit more, show something else going forwards, but they haven't had that just yet.
Yeah, exactly that.
So, yeah.
And of course, worth saying, if you are enjoying the content, make sure to hit subscribe today. And make sure to join us throughout this week. We're live on Wednesday night for Chelsea's penultimate WSL game season against Tottenham. They need to win that to stay in the title race. And of course, on Saturday, the WSL final day. We'll be live from about 2:30, I think.
A massive week of women's football. Massive.
Yeah.
Starting today, ending next Saturday. What a week to be a fan of the game.
Yeah, so you tackle that from Beth England, so United free kick.
Yeah, I've seen one or two of them from Tottenham now. Just silly, unnecessary free kicks that they're giving away. They don't need to. Beth England doesn't need to bring down Letitia there. She's not going anywhere. She's running back, towards her own goalkeeper. Instead, just give United a chance to lump it in the box.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what they want. And here we go then. A lot of movement, a lot of jostling around in the box there.
Zellum. Now Ella Toon. Can she deliver it? Naz fights to try and keep hold of the ball, but she ends up knocking it out for a corner, and United have threatened from these. Can they finally convert one?
I mean, yeah, all 3 corners have been massive chances for United, and there's a 4th one here. As you say, they're hoping to do exactly what they've done before, but this time find the back of the net.
Yeah.
Here we go then. United with another set piece. The ball is hung into the box. And it's
Headed on target.
Wow.
Cleared by Wimberg. Spence. That looked like an arm in there that blocked it. But it will, of course, be checked. Toon. And a shot towards Spencer.
Brilliant defending. Off the line from Wimberg, was it? Or Marta Thomas. Another massive let off for Tottenham from a set piece. I think it was Galton with the header. And it was whoever it was Wimberg or Thomas on the line that managed to keep it out for Tottenham. But another let off for Spurs at a set piece.
Summon.
United will score a corner today at this rate. They can't keep coming yet.
Especially if they keep getting them as United win the ball high up the field again. Galton. Blundell just about keeping that in touch. Turner. Zellum. Turner. Back to Zellum again. Ball wide with Riviere.
Yeah, United.
Now Zellum. Blundell.
No rush to work this round.
All down the line. Galton will give chase. Neville will try and see her out. Galton. Fighting for it. Here's Toon. And tries to play that into a good area, but it's not come off. Ball down the line. Naz will give chase. But Blundell will win it and give it back to a goalkeeper. Earps. Riviere. Nelson tries to go down the line but can't. Scrapping away for possession and pressure put on by Thomas. Now here is Drew Spence.
And Naz there felt like she was fouled, but she wasn't.
Here come United. Zellum. Galton. To Toon. Ball into the box. Headed away. Sumanen gets a touch away, but it will be kept alive by Riviere.
Good 1-2 with Zellum. Riviere will put it back into the box, but that is not going to cover anyone, and lands on the roof of the net. 10 minutes left then in the first 45 here, and it just feels like the tide is turning, and United are trying to really, and this was the chance. Ball in from Zellum, Galton heads it down, and Marta Thomas off the line for Tottenham.
And there was this claim that looked like it hit her up. That
bit too close, I guess.
Yeah, and the fact that it's not denying a shot or anything, is it?
Incredible defending.
You're doing a frustrating one. Because yes, it's
No, it's too close.
There.
It's too close. It's quite tucked in.
It doesn't look like it denies a shot or a good chance either.
United fans will complain, but I think it's the right decision.
Beth England will drive it forwards for Tottenham now. Wants to pick out a teammate, goes down the line for Thomas, but it's over here.
She needed something there. She needed an option. Never going to get one.
Isabel says, Man United getting so many opportunities and not making good use of them.
I mean, yeah, there's 4 corners that have all gone in and around the goal.
Yeah.
But none of them actually hit the net.
Yakuza Raiders, guys, I've been subbed for a while, but when I listen to you, it feels like one mic is unplugged or something. Yes, we only have this one on because we can't work out how to get them both working while being so close. So if you know how, let us know. Anyway. Here now is James Turner, Spence. James Turner. Well, thanks for subscribing though, Yakuza. Thanks for everyone for your support this afternoon. It's been a good game so far.
Yeah.
And of course, if you are enjoying and haven't subscribed yet, make sure to do so. If you are already subscribed, you can help out by leaving a like, sharing the stream, all that sort of stuff. The 21 likes already is incredible. So thank you.
And we know this game's going to ramp up. Tottenham are still to settle into it, and United have had chances, but you feel like they're going to score soon. So either way, we're in for a good game here. But yeah, it's just a really, really strong crowd as well at Wembley today.
Yeah, I think they've sold out a lot of the bottom tier, which is quite impressive. Of course, there are going to be some empty seats. It's a shame for the sheer, want of full seats. If it was like Chelsea Arsenal today, I think we would have potentially seen a lot of very high.
There's empty seats in the lower tier, but there's people in the top tier. Surely you'd buy tickets in the lower tier.
Yeah, but I think a lot of them are neutral tickets that haven't been sold. Poon shoots wide.
That's another good chance for United.
Yeah.
And I think Skinner will know they cannot keep missing opportunities.
If you look at the Tottenham end, to be fair, they've sold a lot of their allocation. It's just that a lot of it is allocated for neutrals.
So, Blundell has a good effort here. Very fortunate the way it falls to Toon, but you feel like she's got to find the far corner. Well wide in the end.
Yeah.
And not good enough for United. United lacking that quality in front of goal that we've said for the majority of the season. Just not being good enough when, trying to find the net.
Spence.
Brilliant.
Fighting away for possession. James Turner. Neville. James Turner. Finds England, who gets brought down. Sorry, it was England. Neville goes back to James Turner. Still a bit of a nervous edge to this game, a bit of a frantic nature, which is to be expected, really.
100%.
Bueller. Neville. Spence. Tries to go down the line. Turner wins it back. Ball goes down the line as Galton keeps it in play. England pokes it to Naz. Naz trying to carry that ball forwards. Nelson throws a challenge, but Naz rides it well, and here come Tottenham. And that ball inside from Nilden was rushed. Wimberg unable to get there, and United have the ball again. It's not clicking at the moment at times for Tottenham.
No.
Few messy moments. Letitia. And they've got someone fortunate. United definitely could have put a few chances away. You just feel that maybe the occasion is getting to Tottenham a bit here. Galton as Neville puts the pressure on. Ball lifts towards Riviere. Riviere flicks on. Garcia. Carrying it forwards, Wimberg. Now Spence tries to get there. Galton flicks it to Toon. Good chance for United. Toon takes too long to pull the trigger. Surinam puts the challenge in. Tottenham have the ball back.
Yeah, and I think for Tottenham it's about making it to half time now. Because United, clearly they're upping the ante a little bit. But look at this, Tottenham just don't want to leave their half, really. Incredible.
Headed away by Bueller. Spence. England. Ball goes long. Spencer will catch it. 4 minutes to go in this first half.
Just Tottenham for me, they still haven't got going, really.
No.
But, and the thing Vilahamn are very happy about, is that they are still in this game. It's still 0-0 because Tottenham could quite easily be a few goals down here. But they're not, because United have been wasteful and not taking their opportunities. So they know that in the second half, as it stands, Tottenham are still in this game as Wimberg is dispossessed in the middle of the park and Garcia is coming forwards.
Good challenge from Thomas. Now Wimberg will carry it forwards for Tottenham. Ball out wide to Naz. Wimberg does really well there to get the ball to Naz. Naz against Blundell. Waits for the support of Spence. Now tries to play it down the line, but that will go out of play off of Blundell. And it's a Tottenham throw. Neville gives a difficult ball for Sunan to bring down, but she does. Bueller. If Tottenham can attack now and go into the half-time in front, that would be a big surprise. United have had the measure of the chances and they can't do it this time as Garcia wins the ball off Wimberg. Letitia sends it long. Williams does get ahead to it, but it's back to Nelson. She heads it forwards and it's brought down by Neville. Thomas. Hospital pass back into her defence. Bueller. Tottenham now look to settle it down a little more. Nilden down the line. Smart run from Nilden. Players arriving in the box. Riviere throws a challenge and Nilden still going. Ball in. Thomas tries to bring it down, but it's United who come away with possession. Blundell tries to run out of defence. Rudolph said Naz is quicker than her, turns back, and now United will settle into possession.
Yeah, Nilden just didn't really have the options she needed there when she put that ball in. Looked for Thomas on the edge, but it was always going to be over her. She was nowhere to bring that ball down, and better from Tottenham, much better from Tottenham, but again, just not finding that final ball, not getting that right.
Ball goes over the top and Garcia will give chase. Up against Nilden now. Garcia comes inside, falls for Nalsund. The shot isn't great. Toon will keep it alive. Ball in. It's blocked, so the pace taken off of it. England heads away. Letitia, Zellum to take aim. It's blocked again.
Tottenham just hanging on now with a minute to go.
Toon, Blundell, Zellum, Galton, Letitia, but it's a wayward effort.
Worth a go, but not going to trouble anyone, especially not Rebecca Spencer in that Tottenham goal.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tottenham have done well, I feel, to weather United storm. However, you've got to feel that Man United have been too wasteful in this first half and really should have scored at least a goal, if not more.
Yeah, really should have.
But who knows how this is going to end up, eh? Long way to go. Long way to go. That's what finals are about. Finals can always take a twist, always take a turn.
Here is Ashley Neville now. Sumanen. Wimberg. We are now into additional time. There will be 3 minutes of additional time in the first half here. Nilden. Wimberg and Nalsund wins it back. Now United try to come forwards, but it's a good challenge from Sumanen to prevent that.
Yeah, I think Vilahamn will just want to see this through now. But they've not been too bad.
Yeah.
But, I think Skinner will know that his side probably should have scored a goal.
Riviere now with the throw.
Being told to get a move on.
Now Sund. Sumanen blocks it, and that's how to play for another throw. So Riviere will make her way over to go and collect it.
Again, taking her time.
Goes down the line. Williams chests it down. Another head in there. It does come off Williams. That will be a Tottenham throw. And what we might see out the last 3 minutes of this half, just going up and down the touchline.
Yeah. But yeah. 2 minutes to go.
Wimberg goes out wide. Naz comes inside. Pass is really poor.
Yeah.
And now here come United. Zellum, strong tackle in there from Thomas. Stops United from countering. And now it's back with Earps. Earps. Wide into Blundell. Back inside, and Earps has to make a clearance as England started putting the pressure on Drew Spence. Naz. Spence. Naz. Blundell comes away with it, and here come United. Zellum. Now Sund. Back towards Toon. Coming forwards, Ella Toon. Sumanen comes across. Toon takes aim. It's a wonderful strike. Ella Toon breaks the deadlock here in this final with a magnificent effort. Manchester United 1, Tottenham 0. Ella Toon with a strike of the highest quality, arrowing one into the top right corner. Manchester United lead here at Wembley.
And that is an absolutely incredible strike. And that is exactly what you need to do on the stroke of half-time in a game like this. Ella Toon, take a bow. That is a brilliant strike. She does so well. Great positioning, gets her head up, has a go, and that is a superb technique. You don't save those. No goalkeeper saves that. Tottenham get caught on the counter, really poor from Naz initially when she's trying to work her way into the box, and then Tottenham just don't get back towards the end of the half. They're tiring, they're not working hard enough, and United take full advantage. Toon picks up on the halfway line, brilliant drive. No one gets anywhere near her. She dodges the tackle from Summonen, and that is one hell of a strike. But really poor from Tottenham. Lack of work rate towards the end of the half, and really poor defending.
United's big game player comes up with a big moment on the biggest of stages. They lead here in the FA Cup final. Manchester United 1, Tottenham 0. Wonderful effort from Ella Toon.
That's an incredible strike. That is an absolute perler from Ella Toon. And Tottenham will be very frustrated, but United won't care. Skinner knows how much that means.
Yeah.
And that is a huge goal in this game. And, I mean, we're 30 seconds away from the half-time whistle, and Tottenham had already given up. They'd already stopped running. They'd run out of energy.
And they'll need a rejuvenation at half-time. We should now be getting towards a half-time break, but Tottenham could still find something in this first half. There is still mere moments left. Wimberg. And that is it for the half.
Yeah.
Manchester United 1, Tottenham 0. A strike from Ella Toon, a wonderful strike from Ella Toon. The only difference in the first half. Isabella saying that's the best possible goal that could have been scored to break the deadlock. 100% agree. Joe Bedwell says Toon, he loves Wembley. She does indeed. The English international making the big difference. Trying to leave the door open for a bit as well. Cheers. But yeah, what a game so far. United, you could argue, have been the better side. They've had the chances. Rachel Williams going close from a couple of corners. Ella Toon ultimately making the difference, though. But you could say United should be more in front. I don't think Tottenham can be too annoyed by the position they're in. It was they weren't really good enough in that first half. They didn't create a whole host of chances. They didn't really have a lot of the possession. United had chances. They didn't take a lot of them, but they did finally take one right on the stroke of half-time. And Ella Toon, what an effort. What an effort. And it's what we expected. We said in the build-up how the big game players are going to make the difference today. It is a huge match. And Ella Toon is a big game player. She hasn't performed well enough for United this season, but in a game like today, she stepped up in that moment and scored what could only be described as a wonderful goal. And that's why Manchester United lead by a 1-0 at half-time. But yeah, really good stuff from Ella Toon. A good first half, quite a cagey affair to start with, but the game did start to open up throughout that first half, and I expect we'll see more of the same in the second 45. United, I think they'll be very pleased with where they are. We saw the relief more than joy on Skinner's face, because United have been here so many times before and they've not found that goal, not had that moment, but now they lead going into the break. You know, we look at last year where they were 0-0 at half-time. It all fell apart in the second half through Sam Kerr's goal. Today they lead 1-0. Now, even if they did concede in the second half, then they don't lose. And Tottenham will change things. We know how much of a pragmatist Robert Vilahamn is, and we will see changes at the break. Possibly not personnel, possibly personnel, but definitely tactical. Tottenham have been too negative today. They've not got forwards, they've not created much. And so they'll be looking to change something in that regard. Looking at this Toon chance, though, I mean, she has no right to have a chance from here. Summonen comes across with a rogue tackle, more of a desperate tackle than anything else. It's really smart game reading from Toon. She sees Summonen coming in, waits for the tackle, then shifts across and finds the space. No one from Tottenham can break through the line quick enough, so Toon has a clear strike on goal. But once you're even in that moment, it's still not a guarantee because you're so far out, but she struck it well, out of the reach of Rebecca Spencer. United, that's why they lead at the break. But yeah, Tottenham, as I say, have to change something up because simply they haven't been at the races, really. They've not provided United much of a threat. And if we think back to the game a few weeks ago, yes, United obviously went 1-0 up in the early stages, but Tottenham then had that positivity to get up and go again, to come back. There was a little tweak from Vilahamn with how they were pressing, and they kept winning the ball then in high places. Now, I think Tottenham will change something in the second half, but the fact they didn't change much in the first half, they looked the same throughout, isn't a great sign. I mean, until the goal, it was fairly even for chances. I think, though, I mean, shots on target, Tottenham yet to register one. United have had 3. That is a clear difference. Shots off target, 3 for Tottenham, 10 for Manchester United. That's 13 shots in total to 3. And ultimately, you can't win the game if you don't have a shot. United have had chances. They finally put one away. Tottenham haven't really created anything today. United 4 corners, Tottenham 0. And we've seen how dangerous they are from corners. They could have easily been 2-0 up from Rachel Williams' headers alone. So United have been very good here. Tottenham haven't really gotten going, but it doesn't mean this game is over. Tottenham are still more than good enough to come back in this game. Manchester United haven't won anything before because they aren't very good at holding on to leads. So it's not a guarantee just yet. Harry, welcome back. I will take a break in a moment once you're sat down. But yeah, good first half. In summary, good first half for Manchester United. And I'll leave you with Harry for his thoughts on the first half. But if you are watching along, get your thoughts in the live chat. Make sure to give your opinions on how the game's panned out so far and how it's going to change in the second half. I'll be back in just a moment. Harry, what do you think of that first half?
Wow, I mean, it's hotting up in Wembley, it's hotting up in here. But yes, it's been a very, very good half. But I think overall, you have to say United deserved their lead. They've been the better side. They've had more chances. And I mean, really, I think Tottenham's problem is that they haven't been allowed to play their football. They haven't been allowed to play their stuff, and that is really limiting them, because when they can't get the ball down, they can't play the way they want to play, it costs them massively, because they're getting nothing out of this game at the moment. And I think, as Jack was saying there, they haven't had enough chances, they haven't created enough coming forwards, they haven't really come forwards, in all honesty. You cannot win a game if you do not attack. Simple as that. United, they've come forward, they've had chances, they've had a lot of corners, which have all proved dangerous. And, I mean, they thoroughly deserve that lead. Let's talk about that Ella Toone goal. What a strike this is. And, I mean, you've got to say, it's a brilliant strike, don't get me wrong. It's an absolutely incredible strike. But it is shocking defending all round from Tottenham. The lack of... there was 30 seconds left of the half, and I understand that. But you're at Wembley, and they lost their work rate. People were jogging back, people were walking back. Defenders weren't getting tight to their players, and Toone, who received the ball on the edge of on the halfway line, she managed to drive all the way towards the edge of the area and then have enough space to get a shot off. It was really lazy defending from Tottenham, perhaps proving a lack of fitness there. As they're not a top quality side, maybe they don't quite have the fitness of the other side, and that really showed towards the end of the half. Tottenham were struggling. They had been defending all half. It had been backs against the wall. I mean, Mark Thomas cleared it off the line at one point. There's been a few headers for United that have gone wide or high, and you felt like Tottenham were riding their luck a little bit, and eventually they got punished for it at the end of that half. And I mean, Marc Skinner and his United side will be very, very happy the way this has been panning out. They've played well. They've created some decent chances, and when they've come forward, they've looked really dangerous. And I think they can cause problems. They can cause more problems, for Tottenham in the second half, and that's the concern. If Vilahamn cannot get his side back into this game, if Tottenham cannot get some control on this game, then this final will run away from them quickly and will run towards the red side of Manchester. And you've got to give credit to United. What have they done well? I mean, they've played good stuff. They've moved it quicker, and I mean, mostly they've limited Tottenham to actually doing anything. But what we spoke about it in the build-up, get Ella Toone on the ball, and if she turns up today, she is the type of player. She has the ability. She is that good that she can cause teams problems, and she single-handedly can win you finals. She has the quality to win you games like this. And what has she done that first 45 minutes? She's proved to us exactly that. She is a very, very top quality player. She's a big game player, and she is proving that to us. So it's a brilliantly taken goal. But all round, in that first half, I was very, very impressed with the way she played. and as CM says, could easily be more than one. And you're spot on there. Tottenham were getting quite lucky. They were fortunate to still be in the game. And then obviously Toon with an absolute wonder strike, and they suddenly weren't in the game no longer. Well, they are still in the game, but as I said, they're not level in the game. And I think they're very fortunate that it is only 1-0 to United. I mean, Rachel Williams could have scored at least 2 or 3 from corners, and obviously Marta Thomas cleared one off the line as well. And that'll be frustrating for Tottenham that they couldn't actually get out of their own half and defend a bit more stoically. I really do think they'll be frustrated. But who knows? Second half, if they can regroup, get on the ball and create some chances and play their stuff, Tottenham can get back into this game. The problem is, United, for Skinner, it is keep doing what you're doing and go out there and go and win the FA Cup. That is what we're telling them. That's all they need to know now. They've done the hard part. They've got the goal. They're leading. They need to keep playing their football.
I think the second half's going to be hard.
Limiting Tottenham to having actually any of the ball and punishing them. And that is exactly what they've done. For 45 minutes, they need to do it now. They need to do it for another 45.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, as you put it like that, it sounds relatively simple, but it's anything but. Tottenham are going to change up how they play. You would imagine at some point in this second half, Vilahamn, known as something of a pragmatist, he's someone who will change things up if it's needed. And well, we saw how in the last game when these two met a couple of weeks ago, Manchester United obviously took the lead 1-0 in that game, but as we saw the second half, well, the rest of the first half actually play out, Tottenham changed how they pressed. They won the ball high up the pitch a couple of times, and they scored goals as a consequence. Tottenham will change something here. Tottenham will come out in the second half, whether that's a personnel change, whether that's a tactical change, whether it's simply just a change in perspective. They come out with a renewed sense of positivity. Whatever they do, it's going to change something here, and United have got to be able to adapt to that, which is something they've never done in the past. It's something that Skinner's always had as a bit of a flaw in his game, is an inability to adapt when those sort of circumstances arise. You've got to be able to change up your game plan in order to adapt to whatever the opposition do. And he's never really done that. I think it's going to be really interesting to see whether Tottenham do change, whether Tottenham do make a change, whether that change has the desired impact, and whether United can respond to any said changes. So, yeah, should be a really interesting second half.
Yeah, 100%. I don't think Tottenham are out of this at all by any means. As you say, they can come back in the second half and, score a goal, get themselves back into this game and turn this tie around. But for me, something big's got to change because not only, if anything, I don't think Tottenham did too much wrong. They were just being limited so much by United. So if United can keep doing the right things, they're going to get joy in this game, and that is what is happening so far. But as you say, big 45 coming up, anything can happen.
How different would this game have been if Grace Clinton could have started for Tottenham? Does it make much of a profound impact? Or
I think she maybe gives them something. I think she maybe creates a bit more, gives them more chances. And
she score the chance a minute in that Wimberg had?
No, I don't think we can look at that and say. And I think a bit more a pot shot any player puts over the bar really.
I'll back Lauren James to score it.
Okay, you know what I'm saying. I think she might have offered Tottenham a bit more. They probably would have created a little bit more, and they could have scored.
I think she's a better ball progressor.
Well, yeah, but realistically, I think United have limited Tottenham no matter what they've tried to do. So, for me, I don't think Grace Clinton would have had. I think she had something. Yeah, maybe Tottenham had a few more chances, and Beth England or Thomas could have nicked a very good goal. But I really don't. I don't think Tottenham have been doing too much. United have been doing all the work at actually stopping Tottenham.
Yeah, I think United's pressing structure has been really strong so far. There's a reason Tottenham haven't been able to play out, and a lot of that is because Manchester United have been so disciplined and regimented, and they know exactly how to handle Tottenham, it seems. Now, Tottenham are going to change up, you would imagine. Tottenham will look different, but in that first half, we can commend United on their ability to stop Tottenham really creating anything. Tottenham have been so negative, have been unable really to break into the opposition half because United have looked so strong in defensive areas, so disciplined, and they've held their shape really well.
Yeah, they have. And I don't know. I think Tottenham can get back into this game, but United, if they keep doing the right things, they're going to get the right results, and they are 45 minutes away now from winning a trophy, winning the FA Cup. And I mean, maybe that works against them because we know Marc Skinner, he's a big overthinker, and he could maybe overthink the occasion, but maybe not. He might prove us wrong this year. But they know their task. 45 minutes away from silverware. Tottenham know what they need to do. 45 minutes to get themselves back into this game. And as Tottenham emerge for the second half, better get ready then. Big 45 coming up. Huge 45 minutes coming up.
I'm going to grab the door. Uthman Leafer saying, let's go, Man United. Where it's going to be interesting. Well, not particularly because the neighbours are still...
Oh, that's a nice breeze coming through though. Alright. But yeah, United back out as well. So, here we go then. Big 45 minutes coming up. Tottenham need to find a way back into this game. But yeah, I don't know. Unless, I mean, we know Vilahamn might change something, and that might help massively, but let's see what they've got, eh? Let's see what they've got.
Let's indeed. But yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff from United in the first half. Which is whether Tottenham can change their approach, whether United can keep up the pressure that they've put on Tottenham so far.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Right.
So both players taking to the field. Man United, the first out of the tunnel. They'll be eager to get back to it.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's very hard to contain yourself when you know that you're so close to winning. And in this is any sport, and this is why the mental side of athletes is so important, because you have to, because it's so easy now for those United players to get onto that pitch and go, we're doing this. We're actually winning the FA Cup. We're 45 minutes away from winning the FA Cup final. You have to put all of that out of your head and think that, okay, we just need to win the game.
Yeah.
You've got to take all of that occasion out of your head, which is very difficult to do, but they've got to do it.
Yeah, Colin Simeou saying Man United win. Yeah, so a lot of people supporting Man United in chat. Understandably so. The poll in chat, 78% backing United to win today, 19% for Tottenham, 3% going for extra time or penalties.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah, that does. Vilahamn, what's he changed? That's what we're going to find out. Not his shirt, we can tell that for certain. But will something tactical change in the second half? It'll be Tottenham to get us started. Sumanen, once the referee blows the whistle, will knock it back. Now does knock it back and run away for the second 45 here at Wembley. It's Manchester United 1, Tottenham 0. Can United hold on? Can Tottenham come back? Well, immediately Tottenham try and go long. United head out of play. That's a Tottenham throw. Nilden.
Yeah.
Sumanen, Nilden again.
Just run around in circles.
Yeah, Nilden forced back to Bueller. Now James Turner. Ashley Neville. That ball inside doesn't quite come off. Drew Spence fighting for it. Sumanen gets a touch. And now Tottenham are going to look to build out from the back. Sumanen. Drew Spence. Nice turn. Holds off Zelen well. Here come Tottenham. Bimberg. Trying to take on Blundell. And it's good defending from Blundell. And now knocks out of play. Manchester United throw. But yeah, Tottenham have very much not got things going.
Yeah.
Not been able to get much going so far.
The one thing you need to do in Tottenham situation is to not panic, not to rush things. That comes later on. Yeah, there's 3 minutes to go and it's still 1-0 down. Then yeah, you need to start to rush and you need to start to play long football and get it moving. But right now, there's still plenty of time left in this game. You need to get the ball down, play their stuff, and relax.
Yeah, definitely so. Here come Tottenham. Ball out wide into Jess Naz. And now Marta Thomas tries to pass it back, but Leticia jumps in front of it, and that will be a Tottenham throw. once we can find a ball. Apparently, there's got lost in Wembley's arches. But here are Tottenham now with the throw in. Nilden throws towards Thomas. Thomas turns and tries to take it in a stride, but Zellum lies in wait to win it back, and there is a foul in there apparently. Beulah on Williams.
Yeah, just a bit over-eager there, a bit too forceful, Beulah, in the way she won the ball back.
Indeed.
And again, another set piece for United. There's been a lot of these, a lot of free kicks and corners going the way of Manchester United. Yeah, 2 hands in the back, 2 hands on the back from Beulah. You're not going to get away with that. Referee's going to see that all day long.
Milo Tissier. Ball goes long. Garcia heads away. Garcia again. Now here come Tottenham. Nilden. Here is Jessica Naz. Drew Spence. Shimmies out of the challenge. Finds Sumanen. Now Thomas lifts it towards England. Headed away. Only as far as Wimberg, who tries to bring it forwards, but it's cleared away.
Yeah, Tottenham just trying to get something going there, but just not paying off. Thomas initially was looking for England and just couldn't find her.
And England tries to play out wide. Doesn't quite come off. They've swapped Naz and Wimberg second half, and United also will make the first change of the game here. Melvin Mallard.
Now that to me says injury related, because there's no way after that first half that they've seen 3 minutes of this half and decide to make a change. So my best guess is there's someone on there struggling.
Someone would have said I'm struggling at half time, but I had Mallard ready to go.
Galton, I think, is going to come off. Yes, she is. We saw her go down early. She looks in a bit of pain. She got a good half.
But it's not exactly a downgrade there. Melvin Mallard has been very dangerous for United across this season. So, yeah, could come on and have an impact.
See what she's got in her locker.
John Hampton says, I don't know why the BBC hates America so much. No way to watch this at all, whatsoever, any shape or form. You're unlucky, John. Obviously, the BBC... I don't think it's that the BBC hates America. It's that they just can't broadcast there.
There's a reason
the British broadcasting channel. But I do get they don't need to sign exclusively. An exclusivity contract, but I'm sure that'll be something that Nuco will negotiate.
Beulah in the foot race.
Tries to come inside. There's a good challenge in there from Beulah. And really now Jessica Naz goes back to Beulah. Naz. Brilliant turn from Jessica Naz coming inside and then tries to play it across, but it's Mallard that gets there. Zellum, Blundell. Back to Turner. Joe also adding that Galton recently came back from injury. Obviously getting caught in the early stage is only going to add to that. Narsund. That's a good challenge in there from Sumanen. Lifting it towards Thomas, flicked onto Wimberg, who now wants to take on Hannah Blundell. John says, I have BBC America and it's not even available there. I know there's nothing that can be done. Still pulling it for Manchester United. Yeah, fair enough.
I don't know. I feel like Tottenham need to find a way to get up the pitch in some senses. They win the ball back well, and they just seem to lose it when they get past halfway.
Well, their patterns are to go out to their fullback and then into the winger and then try and find a ball into the box. That looked like a foul from Letitia. It's not given as such.
Naz should just... that's poor from Naz. I don't care if it's a foul or not. You play to the whistle rather than just lie on the floor and wait, look at the referee. Because
she looks annoyed there, but she should just keep playing.
Letitia falls over as well. If Naz had got back up, she just had space to run into.
So she's just played.
That's really poor.
Tried to play dead there.
Really poor work ethic. That
England,
especially in a game like this,
should have been bursting into the box. Instead, they've lost the ball. England. Sorry, Thomas. Drops in and receives it. Now here's James Turner. Neville. Good challenge in there from Zellum. Mallard. I was onto it well. Back to Blundell. Toon. Turner. Tottenham putting the pressure on. They do manage to get the ball back to Mary Earps.
Yeah, I think you can tell that Wimberg's still quite raw. I mean,
yeah.
I haven't taken to see it. I don't think she's been poor, but I don't know, just a bit not been as good as I was expecting her to be today. That's another foul given away by Tottenham. It's Nilden this time on Garcia. And another set piece for Man United. I mean, let's take another look back. Oh, that's soft. It's sloppy from Nilden. If she's tripped her up and put her hand on her, but that's a soft one. Double change for Tottenham now.
As they look to try and inspire some impact, it's Wang and Bizet on that sideline. And making way first is number 13. I believe that's Matilda Wimberg.
Yeah, makes sense.
Coming off. So Wang will go on that flank, and you'd imagine the other change would be the other side, Jessica Naz. But yeah, it is going to be a double change.
Makes sense for, as I said, Wimberg just not been at the races today, and Naz.
Yeah.
I mean, after what we've just seen, yeah.
And they just want some change. They want change out wide. They want a bit of pace, a bit of life.
Yeah.
Injected into the wide areas, and it will be now a United free kick. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. Toon just giving Zellum a back massage apparently for the free kick. Now it will be Zellum that puts the ball in. Floated towards the back post, headed on by Williams, and it's in! Manchester United 2, Tottenham 0, set piece routine, executed to perfection. Zellum lifted it in there, and it was Rachel Williams who headed across goal. Nothing Spencer could do about it, and United double their advantage. They're 35 minutes away from winning the FA Cup and avenging last year's defeat.
I mean, it's a very, very good goal from Williams, but I could have told you this was coming from the first 10 minutes. Every single set piece, United have threatened, and they've put a few wide. Williams had a couple herself, headed over, cleared off the line, whatnot. Tottenham do not deal with her yet again. She makes a good run. It's a brilliant header into the far corner. No one can, it's really shocking from Tottenham. Every single set piece has threatened. They haven't listened to the warning signs. Williams gets up highest. Really good header from her. And United are almost over the finishing line now.
Yeah, really good
Long
ball
way
in.
back for Tottenham.
Wonderful header. And Manchester United 2-0 up, and, well, Skinner's ditched the... What's it called? England takes aim wide. But encouraging times from Tottenham. Bizet frustrated that she chose to shoot rather than pass
there. Really poor effort from England when you're chasing the game. Need to be hitting the target at least there or laying it off. But Tottenham is shocking. It really is. I get they've never been. I get this is a new occasion for them, and they haven't settled into the game. But the goals have, simply just been the basics.
Well, to be fair, they haven't dealt with set pieces well at all season.
Yeah, I just it's a really I can't understand it for me how a football team can be bad from set pieces. Just clear your lines. It's simple. And I mean, the first goal was just a lack of work rate, and then everyone just stood there and watched their team put it top corner. And I think United have done really well. You have to, United have played well. They've limited Tottenham and they've played good stuff and they've scored good goals. But Tottenham just not been at it. Really not been at it. And it comes down once again. They're a good side. They are, but are they a side that are capable of winning trophies? I don't think so just yet.
Yeah, fair enough. At least one United side. It looks like at least one United side is going to win today. The men's side definitely won't, especially with Casemiro starting at centre half today. Spencer has given it away. Garcia, and it's 3. Manchester United in control here. Tottenham falling apart at Wembley. Big blunder from Rebecca Spencer, and Garcia puts it in an empty net. Man United cruising to victory here.
And this is getting silly for Tottenham now. It's gone from being outplayed to now being embarrassed at this point. Absolutely shocking. I don't care what the scoreline is. You cannot afford to do that in a game like this.
Yeah.
Spencer, that is really, really poor. It's a simple pass. She gives it straight to Garcia. And if Tottenham weren't already out of it, they're definitely out of it now. United lead by 3. That's game over.
The occasion just got the better of them today. They've not looked comfortable all day. Tottenham United pressed hard. That's a really poor pass from Spencer. A mistake she wouldn't usually make. But that's what Wembley does to people. The pressure, the atmosphere, it's a pressure cooker.
And what frustrates me most
It creates mistakes.
is that these two sides have proven this season they're very close, very competitive. First half, we saw bits of it, not much. But just overall this season, we know these two sides are close in quality. We know these two sides can give us a very, very good game.
Yeah.
I was expecting a competitive final. But as you say, Tottenham, the occasion got the better of them, and they're being torn apart here. They really are.
Yeah, 2-0, 1-0, they're respectable. We're at 3 now, and the game's far from over. Now Tottenham will hope to claw it back.
It's a final. Why don't
Wow.
You don't turn up and play like this in a final. Ashnell with a poor touch there. Nearly gets dispossessed by Mallard. Tottenham keep it alive, though.
Marta Thomas. Pass forward is blocked. And now United will look to build out Toon. A few tackles in there that don't come off for Tottenham. Back now to Zellum. Turner. To our goalkeeper Earps. CM says, can't see Spurs coming back. Skinner signing a new contract Monday.
Yeah, probably.
Wouldn't be surprised.
And United are going to hit back at their Wembley woes last season. And they will finally get their hands on a trophy. And they'll finally lift the FA Cup. When Nikita Paris has come on after that third goal. For Rachel.
Yeah, in case Tottenham want to hit anything more negative. Suman implies to play the ball through. Turner does well.
Tottenham
Won
forcing
it back. Zellum.
Well, this is a weird scenario we find ourselves in now because there's half an hour to go, but this is my thing, and this is what frustrates me about when finals aren't competitive, because now it's a bit like, oh, okay, we've got half an hour here and we already know the winners are.
Well, you never know in football.
You do never know.
Tottenham could score a goal every 10 minutes and we'll be going to extra time. So don't rule them out just yet.
Wembley is a magical
place. Has Vilahamn got a roll of the dice up his sleeve? Has he got an ace somewhere in that jacket of his? Well, he's going to need to find it soon because United are coming forwards again. Mallard bursts into the box, ball across. Nilden just about deals with it. Garcia will look to try and keep this attack alive. Lucia Garcia bursts past the defender, but she's taken a heavy touch. That's how to play for a goal kick.
What will frustrate Vilahamn is that if Tottenham had turned up here, given it everything, and competed with United for 90 minutes, still lost, he'd been very happy. Because in his first season, they'd finish 6th, get to an FA Cup final, and give it their all. Very good season. But I think
touch from England.
I still think he'll be very happy with how the season's gone, and the fact they've got to a final, they've played really good stuff at times. But the way they are losing today, he'll be very, very frustrated.
And it's something I think that Vilahamn will be keen to address is this culture of when it's getting tough and they're losing, the heads do sometimes drop when it gets a couple goals. We saw it against City where they got blown out 7-0. Chelsea early in the season. I'll be intrigued to see how they get on against Chelsea in the week, but the morale's going to be at an all-time low. And given the fact Chelsea need to win and win big, I think that could get ugly.
Yeah.
For Tottenham. They might, there's two ways they could look at it. They're either going to go into that game with the mentality of, well, our season's over and we're sad we lost the FA Cup final, and they turn up and roll over. Or they have a renewed sense of desire because they want to win. They want to get back to winning ways after what's been a really disappointing result here.
I think the third goal will be the most frustrating of all because at 2-0, they're still in the game. But to make that error from Spencer, I don't understand.
Mallard. Here's Toon. Takes a ball in, but it's saved by Spencer. Tottenham just haven't been able to get out. That's the issue.
Yeah.
It's not, you look at all the goals today. It's been a wonder strike from Toon. It's been a set piece, and Tottenham famously can't deal with those. We've seen that throughout today. And it's been a mistake from Spencer. They're not goals because United have completely outplayed Tottenham, but they've come because United have been on the dominant side. Because Tottenham can't get out of their own half. United have had so many chances that it felt inevitable one was going to go in, and in the end 3 have. So Tottenham will be frustrated today.
And on the flip side, they've barely come forward. So I mean, Mary could have brought a chair out right now because Tottenham hadn't had to make a save.
Well, that's what I mean. Tottenham haven't been able to get out of their own half. United have had all of the play, all of the possession.
It's really poor.
That they've sort of just piled in on Tottenham until they've crumbled.
Yeah, it's frustrating to see that happen in a final. In a game of this magnitude, you want to see a high competition, a very, very close and competitive game, and that's.
I've never seen United press so well. Even now, they're 3-0 up and they're pressing incredibly well.
Credit to United and credit to Skinner, they played really well.
The work rate's been phenomenal,
and that's the difference. You look at that first goal; that all came because Tottenham did not work at all. They were jogging back, and they allowed Toon to drive it from the halfway line to the edge of the area under no tackle, and then she just put it top corner.
Yeah.
And I mean, Marc Skinner is absolutely loving life on that touchline.
And Daniel Levy still unable to see success at Wembley.
Is it a Tottenham thing?
Maybe.
When Tottenham get to Wembley.
I think these two sides are at very different points. Manchester United are a side who finished second in WSL last season, were runners up in the FA Cup final, should have been in the Champions League this year. If they'd beaten PSG. So they're at very different points. This Tottenham side have just invested a bit of money. They've just brought in a young coach in Vilahamn, a promising young coach in Vilahamn. And they'll be looking to build on what they've seen. There's some really positive stuff this season. The fact they're in this FA Cup final in the first place. The fact that they're 6th in the WSL ahead of Aston Villa, moving into the top half, not far from United and Liverpool, who are both established WSL sides. Tottenham are really encouraged that the investment they've put in is starting to pay off. But they'll be well aware it's going to take time. They'll be well aware of that fact. And I don't know, I think it's been a good first season, but there's still evidently a lot to improve on, and they do need to find a defensive set-piece coach because they cannot deal with the ball in the air. And that is a real issue. Paris, Zellum goes back to Turner. But yeah.
Frustrating after it because to concede a goal and start at half time is always frustrating as a manager. But even at 1-0 they've seen the game, 2-0 they could have given it a good go, 3-0 it's just not going to happen, is it?
No.
But yeah, and United just got to play out this last 25 minutes and then they will be able to get their hands on the FA Cup.
Yeah, thanks everyone that has tuned into the stream, by the way, and thanks to all the new subscribers we've gained. Gained a few today. Of course, if you haven't subscribed yet and you are enjoying the stream, make sure to do so. We've got a big final week of the season coming up this week, with obviously the WSL final day on Saturday and Chelsea-Tottenham on Wednesday. So some big matches before the Women's Champions League final next Saturday. The Saturday after. So a lot going on over the next 2 weeks. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of it. 25 minutes to play here at Wembley. Now here is Bizet. Tries to carry that ball forwards. Wriggling in and out of traffic. Goes wide. Nilden tries to cross it in. Header against the bar. They try and get the rebound in, but it feels indicative of Tottenham's day that it just doesn't quite go right.
That was the chance. That was the moment to get back in the game. They scored then, they need 2 goals in 25 minutes.
Exactly, that goal could have been the catalyst.
Yeah, but Beth England hits the crossbar and then Marta Thomas following in. That's really poor. She's got to do better with that. Great ball in from Nilden. Unlucky from England and Thomas.
Has to do better, yeah.
Yeah, just gets... I don't really know what she does.
Just not anticipate it, really. It's... Yeah.
I mean, England, very unlucky with this one. It's a good header. Off the bar. Bounces down.
Earps is beaten.
Thomas just tries to head it when the ball's at its peak. And it's never going to...
Seems to jump up too early.
Rather than get over it, she just got under it and headed it up.
She's just got something on the ball. Yeah. A change again. Changes now for Tottenham as well. Kit Graham coming on into midfield, I believe.
Yeah.
and Charlotte Grant as well on the pitch now.
So, and the Yarne's coming for Mark Thomas as well.
So triple change. Mark Thomas, Sumlin and Nilden for Grant, Graham and Ayane. Ball goes towards Riviere. Bizet fighting her for it, and she is forced down there. Riviere deemed a foul.
Yeah.
Difficult day for Tottenham.
Very different.
It's an experience they'll learn from, and it's an experience the players and the manager will learn from. It's a relatively young and inexperienced side, but they've just not showed up.
Well, United were always the favourites going into this game.
Yeah.
I mean, you feel like Chelsea or Arsenal or City will be frustrated they haven't reached the final today, because these are two favourable sides that those three could have beaten.
Oh, yeah. Chelsea especially, because they're in the semi-finals. They should never have lost that game to United. And Tottenham just crumbled at Wembley. We're used to seeing United fall apart on the big stage, but they've shown up for the occasion today.
Yeah.
And, credit to them for doing so, because I think we both predicted in the build-up, or at least I did, that United would win. Tottenham would win, sorry.
Yeah. Riviere with the throw in, finds Paris, headed away though. Someone keeps it nice. Nelson trying to keep it alive. Tottenham trying to get, I don't know what that is, as a pass attempt.
No one reacts to it. Zellum goes wide to Blundell. Blundell forced back to Turner. There's a challenge in there from Kit Graham, but it doesn't quite come off. And they're hounding them for possession, but it will go back to Riviere. Ball into the box, headed down. Garcia comes in, and that could be a penalty. Paris' chance goes begging.
Nah, I think it was 50-50.
Yeah.
50-50.
Fair enough. Ball into midfield. England drops in. Now it's with Spence. Neville. Advantage played as there was a Tottenham player caught in there, but Tottenham coming forwards now. It's a bit messy, but they are still coming forwards. Grant, Spence, Wang, an offside call in there on Ayane, I think, and slightly earlier in the play.
More changes coming. Which side is this for?
Surely United, I think Tottenham have used 5 now.
Yeah.
The early double change of Bizet and Wang, and then a triple change there. So what are United doing?
I don't know. Oh, no, drinks break.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, 20 minutes. It definitely feels like the wind is out of Tottenham's sails now.
Yeah, it's one of those. What is Tottenham? You're playing for merit at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, and for United, it's about holding on, but they're very comfortable. Skinner, I mean, he's containing himself, but I'm sure inside he is loving life.
Yeah, he knows how the advantageous position they're in. Now, he won't want to show that or express that to the players, because you want the players to be focused on doing the job. You don't want any stupid situations at the end of this game where they manage to throw away another final. But they've done well today, United. They came out with a plan. They've executed it proficiently.
Yeah.
And they should be getting their hands on a piece of silverware in about 20 minutes' time. Serena Weigmann and her assistant manager in attendance today. I'm sure she'll be very pleased with what she's managed to see Ella Toon pull off.
Yeah.
We've not really seen Toon perform very well in recent months, so it's a good change. Nice change.
And well, we'll get back underway in the second half after that break. And now United know their job. 20 minutes to see through with 3-goal advantage. And they are the winners. For once.
Ball in the air from Earps. Mallard heads on. Paris brings it down and is caught. But Tottenham will keep coming forward. Ayane down the line. Kit Graham putting the pressure on. There's a foul in there. And that will be pulled up as a Manchester United foul.
Yeah, over eager there was Graham. Just knocks into the back of Katie Zellum.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as you were saying about Toon, really good to see her performing once again.
Indeed.
And I mean, United fans are loving it because this. I mean, they've had a. I don't know. It's tough to be a United fan.
Ball through, Mallard's in. Chance for Manchester United. Good touch, sets her well. Strong save from Rebecca Spencer. Denies United a fourth. Mallard frustrated there as she tells the goalpost.
Yeah.
That was a good opportunity. She just hit it too directly at Spencer. Should have gone far post, went near post. Really good stop from Rebecca Spencer, who's not had a fantastic day today.
No.
But a strong save there. She'll be relieved that one didn't go to the back of the net.
Yeah, 100%.
So 20 minutes to play. Oh, 18 now. Not long left. If United score here, it's all but over. Ball towards the back post. Turner tries to get ahead to it. Wang will get it away. And here come Tottenham now, driving out of defence. There's a touch in there, and they get away with it. Kit Graham recovers the ball, tries to play it through the lines, but along the floor with that many bodies, it was never going to work. Ball in behind. Garcia tries to get there. Dealt with well by Beulah. And Spencer sweeps it up. Joe Bedwell says 2 and just 1 WSL goal of the month. Oh, well, it wouldn't go WSL, would it, Joe? So obviously this is in the FA Cup. Possibly FA Cup goal of the season. I don't know if that is a thing, but I would be very surprised if she doesn't win it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was weird calling it tournament like it's a World Cup or something. I don't know. I don't know whether Newcastle was scoring overhead kicks in the first round. I didn't see. Mallard. Toon. Melvin Mallard. Tries to deliver it. Falls to Nelson. Holds out well. Garcia. And it's for Manchester United. All over Tottenham here. And they are all but confirmed now as your winners of the 2024 Women's FA Cup. A magnificent showing from United today. They've blown Tottenham away. As they find their fourth of the game. A disappointing trip to Wembley for Tottenham. For United, well, they're fixing the heartbreak of last season, and that represented by all the hearts we're seeing from the players towards the fans today. They know the agony of last year, losing 1-0 to Chelsea in the final. Today, they're trying to make up for that, and they are doing so successfully. Nelson brought it down well, laid it off for Garcia.
It's terrible.
And it's a really good finish from Garcia. But Tottenham, once again, at 6s and 7s in the back line. Nobody comes across to deal with it.
They're all stood still.
I think it takes a deflection there. James Turr tries to clear it, but ends up going just across goal a bit
now
more.
Now lays it to Garcia here. It's Graham, Spent, and everyone just standing around. Tottenham have given up, and the problem with that is I understand why slightly, but equally you're just gonna get embarrassed at that point. You keep going to the final whistle because then you only lose 2-0.
And that is the first real sign of emotion since the first goal, I'd say, for Skinner. The others have been fist bumps. That from Skinner, though, was very much, we've done it. Finally, we have done it.
I feel like for Tottenham,
if they
hadn't given up, they'd only be 2-0 down here. But the last 2 goals have come because they're just giving up, and they're getting absolutely torn apart. This is getting terrible. Because United have come forward again.
Mallard tries to come inside. We'll take it to the outside. Now will come inside. Lays it off, and the ball poked inside, but it'll be Tottenham that come away. Alfonso Delgado celebrating in Spanish. I'm sure a big fan of Manchester United based on the caps lock. And obviously Lucia Garcia scoring there. I'm sure you'll be very pleased to see that, Alonso. Welcome to the stream. 15 minutes to go. Tottenham very much just hoping to get to the end of the game now.
Yeah.
Chelsea fans saying, wow, 4-0 Man United. It's a big surprise. Not per se that United are winning, more in the manner they've done it. Tottenham have not laid a glove on Manchester United today. Isabella says, Garcia doing bits. Yeah, good finish for the second goal. Not giving her a whole host of credit for the first goal. Yes, she does well to keep it down, but and it was great pressing, to be fair, to give her credit, but yeah, not exactly the most difficult
I wouldn't have been that
opportunity. You just have been blown out your arse on the halfway line. Bloody hell, it's a bit difficult, this whole football business, isn't it? Tottenham throw now.
This is more three changes.
Triple change as United are celebrating.
They say it'll be adrenaline now.
Yeah.
Just running through, they'll all be very happy.
Heisei, Miyazawa, and Mannion. It's the triple change. Lucia Garcia will come off to a standing ovation from the United fans.
She's going no Wembley hat trick for her.
No, but a brace.
Not sure she won't complain.
I was going to say, I don't think she'll be furious.
No.
Heisei will come onto that right-hand side. It'll be Ella Toon with a similarly rapturous applause as she makes her way off the field. Of course, her performance today capped off by the wonderful strike that opened the scoring for Manchester United after 45 minutes. Wonderful effort from Toon. A magnificent player. And then Mannion on as well, I would imagine, for Jade Riviere.
Or Blundell.
Could be for either, to be fair. But more likely to be on the right-hand side.
Heisei coming forward. Paris.
Here's Paris, ball into the box, and it just goes across the area. Yeah, Blundell's still on the pitch for Riviere. Ball over the top now for Tottenham. Really good stuff, though, as Letitia heads away. United remain regimented. Now United are coming forwards again as Tottenham once again are at 6s and 7s. Mallard into the box. Paris can't react in time. That'll go out for a goal kick. Corinne Rodney, welcome to the stream, saying, great win, Man United women. Hope the men can do the same. I'm a Man United fan forever. Well, yes, good win for Man United women. I doubt the men can do the same, but good luck 2 weeks' time against Manchester City. You're going to need it. Chelsea fan says 2 playoff games are going to end 0-0. Well, it looks that way, doesn't it? It's the first leg of Southampton West Brom. Also currently playing out a goalless.
One of my massive reasons I hate 2-legged ties. Because what was the point?
Well, usually the players are incredible. When you look at the League 1 and League 2 ones have been phenomenal.
5-4, Bolton Barnsley.
Exactly. Crawley with 3-0 up in the first leg. Obviously that then has an impact, but yeah, West Brom Southampton 0-0. The problem is they're really attacking sides who've all decided to go really defensive in the playoffs because they don't want to lose.
Yeah.
That's the problem. You've got really good managers there and nobody wants to lose.
Yep. Well, 11 minutes to go here then.
I mean, Norwich barely came forward in the game earlier. Here's Hinata Miyazawa. Paris fouled. Well, not in the eyes of the referee. I think she's going to give a bit of leniency here as Tottenham come forwards. Ultimately, it won't have a huge impact on the game as Ayane comes down the right-hand side. Wants to take Turner on. We'll go back to Wang. Ayane. Here's Ashley Neville now. Ball into the box. Tried to get the flick on in there. Tottenham. Spence trying to keep it alive. But United do just about get it clear. Heisei. Pressured Bueller. Pressures James Turner. But James Turner does get it to Neville, who will take it down the line. Plays it out wide. Wang wants to deliver it. Does now deliver it towards the back post. There's a foul in there, is there? But I think it was from our teammate there. England tripped up.
By Grant.
By Charlotte Grant.
Yeah. Clumsy from
Again, indicative of all day, really, for Tottenham. It's been sloppy.
Yeah.
It's been messy.
Very much, I mean, there'll be nothing Tottenham want more than just be able to get off that pitch and go.
And ultimately, they all end up lying flat on their face.
Yeah.
Or falling
Tottenham's
flat
going
on their face.
home.
That's enough.
I don't blame you. Equally,
Look, they were forming a conga line as they all left there in unison.
I guess maybe if you've travelled, maybe you don't live in London, but if you're in London, you'd wait for the last 10 minutes, wouldn't you?
Might as well. Might see a goal.
Unless you want, I guess.
To be fair, I wouldn't understand leaving a game early ever anyway. But it's not even like everyone's going to be leaving because United fans are going to stay for the trophy lift and a lot of Tottenham fans will as well. So it's not like you're going to have a huge rush at the end of the game for everyone's trying to get out at once.
All Tottenham fans will suddenly become Mary Earps and Ed Toon fans.
Well, exactly. You have a lot of neutrals as well today.
Don't you beat the rush?
Zellum. I like how they showed them Tottenham fans heading for the exits as though that's a huge surprise.
Yeah.
Mannion.
This was the 35th minute, and yeah, it's massive.
Zellum.
But You're 4-0 down with 9 minutes to go. You might as well go home.
Yeah, if you've travelled from afar as well, might be able to get an earlier train. Here's Wang. Neville.
If you're from London, then you
Or a plane, depending on where you've come from. Kit Graham. Neville. But yeah. For United fans, it's elation today as they finally see their side win a trophy. As for Tottenham fans, well, they're getting used to what it's like to be a Tottenham fan.
But promising, so I think the future's bright for Tottenham.
It seems that way, doesn't it? But it always just doesn't work out for Tottenham, seemingly. Can they finally change that? For the men's side, it always looks so promising and then ends up going nowhere. Can the women's side change that? I think Vilahamn's a really good coach.
Yeah.
I will say that. There is a bit of naivety, I think. But today, I wouldn't put a lot of it on him. It feels like a lot of the players didn't rise up to the occasion. A lot of them got consumed by the occasion.
Some players simply haven't worked hard enough.
Well, it'll be the fact that they are exhausted. 76,000 in attendance, by the way, in Wembley. That's a really strong figure. And as you can see, it is packed right up to the rafters. Now, of course, there are going to be empty seats here and there. But the biggest place we've seen empty seats is in the neutral section, which does beg the question, why on earth is there such an allocation for neutrals? Because look, you look in the middle and it looks bad because they've not sold out the neutral seats.
Yeah.
It's frustrating. Of course, I don't think Tottenham and United have reached
it sums up how much
capacity.
people have given up. Billy Turner's just stopped on the ball and everyone just stood there and watched it.
Yeah. I think the pressure playing at Wembley for the first time for a lot of the Tottenham players, the heat today is going to be difficult to deal with as well. And once you're 4-0 down, as was said, Tottenham's head just seemed to drop. That belief went after 2-0. That's why they did that third.
Yeah.
It was a silly mistake. Complacency crept in, and that's why they're 4-0 down. But I don't think 4-0 is very representative of Tottenham's talent at all.
No.
Vilahamn, as Joe says, Vilahamn will bring in more promising signings. Tottenham will be fine. I love the ominous ... the ellipsis you leave at the end of your comments, Joe. It's amusing. But yeah, Vilahamn will bring in more young players. Tottenham will continue to invest in this side. With so much unknown going on in the WSL over the next few years, Tottenham could be in a prime position to take advantage of it. United, they've got to consider whether Skinner's the right man to take them forwards. Liverpool have still got to phase out an ageing side and invest a lot of money to get into position to push at the top. You've got Chelsea who are bringing in a new manager and all the complications that come with that. Arsenal, they have consideration of whether Idavar is the right man to take them forwards. City's in the only settled side at the moment. Taylor's working wonders there, and they could be WSL tie champions this time next week.
Yeah.
It's United throw now. And United will take confidence in this because they face a Chelsea side on Saturday who need to beat them, but United will take confidence from this. They've beaten Chelsea once this season. They're hoping to do their rivals.
Well, they might just go out on the lash.
Same again.
Have a great time. 5 minutes left at Wembley. United home and dry now, but just gotta see this out until it, just knock it around for a bit.
Yeah.
Here is Nelson finds Mallard, cuts inside. Charlotte Grant does well to defend that. Launch long, good touch from England. Finds Bizet, who gets dispossessed. Tottenham still, even at 4-0 down, they still can't get out. Nelson fancies a pop over the bar.
Not far away at all from Nelson.
No, worth a go, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're pulling up at Wembley, have a strike. Either be a worldie or go to the bar. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Exactly that. But do not forget, we are live on Wednesday night. Tottenham versus Chelsea. A game which very much could decide the WSL title. If Tottenham were to win it, well, that would benefit City massively. Chelsea need to win and get their goal difference up to put themselves within the greatest instead of winning the WSL title, because then all they'd need to do is beat Manchester United, however possible, on Saturday. And there we go. That again, Tottenham Day summed up in that moment as Tottenham try and come forwards, and Bizet's touch lets her down, and it ends up going off the field.
3 minutes to go.
Mannion will go down the line, headed on by Paris. James Turner fighting for possession. It's going to come to Spence, who gives it to Nilden. Nilden back now to Bueller, who goes long, headed away. Now Sund. Turner. Letitia. This is from Zellum, and now has it back. Goes into Zellum again, who turns and almost loses possession, but they hold on to it, United. Blundell. Miyazawa. Blundell. Plays down the line. Mallard will give chase. Good defending from Kit Graham, who sends it back up the line. It comes off Blundell and out for a throw.
Yeah, I mean, I think Tottenham will be back. Tottenham, over the next few years, they'll have opportunities to finish high in the league, to win trophies. This year, though, just not their year. Really poor today. Really poor.
Yeah. Yeah, indeed. As you say, they'll be back.
Player of the match?
I was going to say that, but yeah, sure. I will say Toon today was the catalyst for United's win, really, with that opening goal. Looked pretty positive throughout. And, yeah, played really well today.
Yeah, I think there's quite a few United players you could give it to. For me, I'll go Garcia. Scored a double in the final. Has had a really, really good game. Caused a lot of problems for Nilden and now, obviously, Charlotte Grant. But yeah, really, really good player. Had a brilliant game today, and you have to take your hat off to her.
Yeah, and obviously Lucy Garcia with that brace as well. Phenomenal day for her, but yeah. Taylor Jones, welcome to the stream. Thanks for a lovely comment saying you two need to be on the BBC and be doing commentary on women's football. Thank you so much for your praise. I was going to say, if you give us a studio where we're not swelteringly hot, then we will 100% take up that offer. But yeah, anytime at the BBC. Anyway, Earps goes along with it. Mannion can't quite get there. So it will be a Tottenham throw now.
Yeah, United.
Garcia, I love the smile on her face getting player of the match. I think we don't really consider how much of an impact that can have, but obviously on the big screens at Wembley. Enjoying that moment.
Smiles all round. Why are they on 6 minutes for?
And just enjoy our suffering.
The smiles all round on the United bench. They know they're home and dry.
Yeah.
They just want to. They cannot wait that moment. They get
Wang picks out Graham. Ball towards England, and well, a great block from Mannion. And United will be hoping to keep hold of that clean sheet. Of course, it won't matter massively, but United, they found clean sheets quite hard to come by this season.
Yeah.
A lot of the time when they have had one, it's just because Mary Earps has been absolutely formidable.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, someone, but Mary Earps hasn't used her hands today.
Well, I'm sure she did in the warm-up.
Yeah, but in the actual game, she's just had to take goal kicks. Or pass the ball around.
I don't think Tottenham have registered a shot on target. That hasn't been blocked.
I don't think Mary Earps has touched it with her hands.
I don't think football we're going to have great stats on it. But yeah, no shots on target for Tottenham.
Wow.
6 shots off target.
That's embarrassing.
Quite frankly, you can't win if you don't have a shot on target.
How can you rock up in an FA Cup final and not have a shot on target?
You compare that with 8 shots on target, 18 shots in total for Manchester United today. And
That's
you
terrible.
see there that the stark contrast really shows the difference between these two sides. United have shown up today and in a big way. Tottenham really haven't. The occasions got the better of them. They're not playing like they normally do.
That's bad. That's so bad.
Yeah. They'll have wanted a much better result today.
I think that'll be what frustrates Vilahamn. Because they could have lost 1 or 2-0 today, got, given it everything, had chances, given United a test, but they haven't. They've turned up, rolled over and handed United the FA Cup. Albeit, United have played very well.
Yeah, Mr. Big Pierce saying, I'm still annoyed that Chelsea lost to Man U. Yeah, Chelsea would have hoped to beat Manchester United. Today, Tottenham haven't offered much of a challenge. No. Ultimately, though, I don't think Leicester would have offered more of a challenge. So...
They might, obviously, fair.
It's the way the draw went, really, that I think that we've seen what is a relatively poor final.
Because Arsenal and City were on the same side as Tottenham.
They played each other. They were drawn together. Then Tottenham had to play City, and they lost that game because Beth England equalised in the dying moments, and then Tottenham won on pens. And then obviously Chelsea lost to Man United. So we saw the big three go out.
And then this should have realistically been Chelsea City. Once City knocked out Arsenal, should have been a City Chelsea final, but
take nothing away from United.
City
they got the win over the line.
But, Tottenham very nearly lost to City, then beat and scored in the last minute. Very nearly lost to Leicester, and then they've turned up here and maybe proven why they shouldn't have got so fortunate in those games.
It's a massive shame that Tottenham haven't turned up to the occasion today, because I think what we saw a few weeks ago when these two sides met at the Leigh Sports Village was that they're quite evenly matched sides. They drew that game 2-2. I don't think you can get any more evenly matched than that. Yeah. But ultimately on the day, Tottenham have been overwhelmed by the occasion. Manchester United have risen to it. The standard has not been met by Tottenham, and ultimately that's why they've lost today. They gave United easy chances.
Yeah.
United have took them well, and United have played really well. And a lot of the reason that United have been able to overwhelm Tottenham is because of their relentless pressing and their disciplined defensive shape. Tottenham haven't got out of their own half, or didn't at least, until United were 4-0 up. Yeah. And now United perhaps took a few liberties with that. But ultimately, today has very much been United's day and not Tottenham's day. United have been flawless. Tottenham haven't played very well. And we're used to seeing Tottenham games be quite open. They're quite an open side defensively. Perhaps going a bit too defensive today because they haven't attacked much. And United, they were very aggressive in their setup. And to be fair to Marc Skinner, he's not someone I offer a lot of praise to, but I feel he got it right today. They went for the game. They've pressed aggressively. They've won the ball high at the field, and then they've created chances off of that. So a really good job today.
And and they've also added to the fact that they haven't made Wembley a haunted place for them. If they lost today, they'd have been back-to-back final losses in the FA Cup, and then suddenly, every single time they turn up at Wembley, their players would worry, and all that would happen. They've got rid of that hurdle already. They've done what they need to do. Yes, Tottenham have not been at the races, and they need to go back to the drawing board after today.
Yeah.
But all credit to United and Skinner. He's going to try, and for long term, this could keep Skinner in his job.
England's fought well today for Tottenham. She just hasn't got enough service.
Yeah.
I think Tottenham have definitely looked better since they brought off Martha Thomas. I don't think that's a slight on her. They've just added another player in the midfield, and that's actually Graham being in there as the defensive linchpin has just meant she can follow the attacking midfielder around. And I think that may well have dealt with Toon. But CM says, I don't want to be harsh. This is very poor. This is a very poor showing from Spurs. I think that's harsh at all. I think Tottenham, this is a season too early, a couple seasons too early for Tottenham. They're right at the beginning of what is going to be a gradual process in order to build their side up to be a force in the WSL. But that takes time and it takes investment. And when you consider that they don't have today who's arguably been their best player this season in Grace Clinton, when you consider that they've not had Olga Artinen fit for weeks, it's not even their full strength. And United have got a better squad. They've not played well this season, United, at times. Or for most of the season, they've not been very good. Today, they've shown up, and they're going to claim silverware as a consequence. And deservedly so, because they've been excellent today. And their showings in the FA Cup this season have been really strong. So now, as the United players make their way off the bench, they prepare to run onto the Wembley turf, the hallowed Wembley turf, and celebrate a first piece of silverware.
Marc Skinner taking in the atmosphere,
I was going to say,
around.
It's the most emotional I've seen Skinner look, and there we go. They've done it. Manchester United are your 2024 Women's FA Cup winners. A momentous day for the club as they build on heartbreak from last season. An emphatic 4-0 win today. Have we got the winner's graphic?
No.
Okay, that's unfortunate. But Troy Taylor says victory indeed. And relief, I think, will come with that joy. It'll be a mix of emotions. They'll be relieved that they've finally broken the duck. They've finally found that elusive piece of silverware
Yeah,
in this Skinner reign.
And this is my thing with Don Gobert, because United, it's very muted celebrations, to be honest, but that's because they've known they've won it for the last 35 minutes.
That as well. And the celebrations will continue long into the night.
Oh,
the
cool.
fans certainly not muted. A vivid sea of red, waving flags to signify victory. Leah Goughton being carried onto the field by Rachel Williams, her foot now in a boot. And, United. What a day. And as the people in chat celebrate, Elaine Baldacchino, I hope I pronounced your name correctly there, saying victory. Joe Birdwell says, way to go, United. So happy. Isabel says, well done to Man United. Yeah, congratulations to Manchester United.
Better side of the day, deserved to win it. They knocked out holders Chelsea in the last round. They got cruised through the earlier rounds, did exactly what you need to do to win a cup, and you've got to take your hat off to them. They've finally done it.
Yeah, indeed. Indeed, they have. What a moment.
Yeah. Oof.
It's very warm in here. Right. Do you want to stay on for the trophy lift, chat? Put in chat if you want us to stay on for the trophy lift, and I'll crack a window open. But yeah. Random Click says, please can you show us Man United lifting the trophy? Fortunately, we can't show it. I'm going to crack a window open so you're going to have to talk. But we can commentate over it if there are enough people that want to stick around. We'll keep talking. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big moment. Big moment for United, big moment for Skinner. And as I said previously, this could keep him in his job. FA Cup winners, a huge moment. His first trophy in his managerial career. United's, one of United's first trophies. This is a big landmark, a big moment for Manchester United, crowning themselves champions. And as Elaine says again, glory, glory, Man United. Fair enough to them. Fair enough to them. They thoroughly deserve this today. And yeah, good on them. Good on them. Whew. But yeah, Tottenham just couldn't provide us a competitive game on the day, and United were pretty comfortable past the 50th minute, really, and that's a disappointing thing, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's a disappointment that Tottenham didn't really show up today. Because Tottenham are a very good side. We've seen that throughout this season. We saw it a few weeks ago when these two sides met in the WSL. And well, fantastic scenes there. Manchester United players jumping over, celebrating with the fans. And at long last, Manchester United win something.
Finally.
Runners up in the WSL last season. Runners up in this exact competition a year ago today. I think they'll be, as I said, immediately after, they will be feeling that mixed sense of joy and relief.
Yeah.
Because they've finally broken that stigma. They've got that win over the line. They are champions for the first time.
They will hold a silverware.
Yeah,
Marc Skinner will go home tonight with a winner's medal. I bet he can't. He's going to sleep with it.
Probably.
He will sleep with it. It's like that will not leave his neck for at least 24 hours.
It's going to get cemented on.
Yeah. He'll go around the shops going, look what I did yesterday.
No, he's not going to sleep. He's driving around Emma Hayes' house. Look what I got.
And then we'll go, come in and just show me cabinet. Yeah, what a game. Yeah. Great watch.
What a moment. And Tottenham players emotional, but they are at the first step of what is going to be a very long journey.
But Beth England especially, because she doesn't know how much longer she's got.
Yeah, she came to Tottenham with the idea of being that.
Yeah.
The first player to move over, to start something there. But yeah, I think we'll round it off there, because we don't have a winner's graphic, unfortunately, downloaded. And everyone else gone home. So we'll round it off there. As I said, though, we'll be back on Wednesday night. The streams do not stop coming at you, because we are live 3 times in the next 2 weeks. We're at the business end of the season, one final down. And, well, hopefully Harry's chair can fix before then, because he's managed to break it. But anyway, we've got on Wednesday night Chelsea versus Tottenham. Tottenham, the home side. Chelsea will be hoping that Tottenham will be feeling a little tired after that game. And, well, obviously Chelsea need to win if they want to win the WSL title. Then on Saturday, the final day of the WSL season, 6 days away from crowning our WSL champion. It'll either be Manchester City or Chelsea, a momentous day it will be. So make sure to join us here for it. We'll be live at 30 minutes, I think, before the kickoffs.
Probably, yeah.
So join us there. And then next Saturday, the Saturday after, it's the Women's Champions League final. Lyon versus Barcelona. Barca hoping to claim their second consecutive. Lyon hoping to extend themselves as the most victorious side. And Sonia Bonpasteur hoping for one last UWCL title before she jumps ship to Chelsea. Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Yes.
All but confirmed. But that is everything from us today. Congratulations to Manchester United, your 2024 Women's FA Cup winners. What a moment for the club. Bit of shame for Tottenham, but they'll be back. That is everything from us today. Thank you guys very, very much for watching. We'll probably be breaking down today's game in the week, so look out for our video on that. But that's everything from us today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.